So, last time on the Veil of Frost, the party questioned Arya Silverin about a great many things, and after she swore her allegiance to Ladan, it was decided that they should make haste in bringing the dwarves back up to the city, where they can be properly treated. Upon making it back to the city, they arrived to some rather confused guards, not quite understanding why they were keeping people in the mines or out of the mines, and you were able to talk your way through them letting you out. You then quickly went to the Blue Rooster, where you met up with. Oh, excuse me.
Bless
And
you.
you met up with me choking on coffee. Excuse me. Astrid Copperlocks, where you finalized your business and got the dwarves you were escorting to safety. Then, attempting to avoid Garrick, the dwarf who is allegedly responsible for ordering the opening of Arya's tomb. You made your way to see Hagar Thunderfist, the Lord of the Mountain, head of the Seven Families. You pled your case with him, exposing Garrick for deceiving Thunderfist by lying to him to the purpose of keeping the mines shut. Thankful, Lord Thunderfist gave you his regards and promised that you would be kept safe. Then, receiving a hefty paycheck from Astrid Copperlocks for your work, you then spent some time gathering resources, preparing for a new adventure. However, what that adventure entails, we don't yet know. We join the party now as they collect their things and congregate in order to figure out what's happening next.
Well, we know there's murder and blood ahead.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah. Cusco. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
I'm assuming we're all at the front of Rockhold, about to
If you'd
leave.
like to be, that's up to you guys. Is there
Anyone having
anything, any unfinished business here in the city that you have thought of between this session and last?
Hey?
Bjorn has nothing, although we didn't really talk about the ring at all this week.
No, we didn't. We definitely should have done that.
We talk about the what?
Bjorn had
Bjorn bought the bone
Kyra.
ring.
Yeah, and he had Kyra enchant it.
And we were going to work out exactly what that enchant was, because it was
Yeah.
encumbered, but
We're so bad about that.
I forgot. Sorry.
This magic is suppressed for now.
It's soaking in.
Mm.
Nate, do you have anything?
No.
Really?
Yeah, why? I changed my mind.
Okay.
Alright, well, if you have nothing left to do here in the city, where are you guys going?
Get a world map?
Are we gonna go murder someone?
Yeah, I heard there's a guy called Copperlocks here, and I'm really feeling like killing him right now.
It's gonna kill the entire family line.
I can't remember. At the very beginning, were we told about anything regarding our quest up here? Like when we were in Skivir?
Yes. What do you mean?
Like,
Well,
like what were we told exactly? Like, we get hired to bring something all the way up to Freckle?
yeah, so it was a relief mission because the disease had broken out and they needed a way of getting the medicine up there.
Okay.
And there was no one else brave enough to venture through these very harrowing lands.
I'm thinking we leave the lodestone with the king. We don't need to transport anything anymore, and I have the sending spell. So if we do need to communicate with the potion man, for some reason, we can just do that. Is Arya with us?
Arya will be leaving soon, but she's not necessarily going to be leaving with you. She's going to spend some time at the archive researching the various things that you had asked her to look into.
I see.
Welcome,
I was
Nico.
wondering if we, as a party, could meet with Arya to discuss our route of action.
You
and
may.
If she has any knowledge about the terrain that she can impart on us.
If you had any knowledge, it would be very old, but yes. So yeah,
Alright.
before the party leaves, yeah, Arya does meet with you to send you off, and wish you safe travels.
Okay. We don't really have a. Do we have a map, a world map, like physically in the game?
Would you like to buy a regional map?
Yes, I would actually.
Is there a
Okay.
cartographer in this area?
Yeah, you could definitely find one at the market. Someone who has mapped out large swaths of this area.
Yeah, I think that'd be good to have actually.
Is it that crazy
10
guy?
gold,
Has he lived
10
this whole
gold
time?
pieces. Oh yeah, it's the same guy. Up here from fucking Untilted. Oh god. I remember him. Alright, yeah, 10 gold if you want to buy a regional map. In which case,
Yeah.
I will actually probably reveal the rest of this.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Alright. At the very least, actually, he would have mapped out all of this, because... Yeah, okay. Fuck it. We ball. Fuck these
Blue
clouds.
ball.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, discoverability.
Whoa.
It's like Breath of the
Wow.
Wild
Holy
or
shit.
something.
Guys, can we go to the Varian Highlands?
We're not going to the Varian Highlands.
I'm Bjorn's leaving the party.
I only wanted to go there, guys.
I only wanted to go there and there specifically.
my entire quest.
You guys are really putting me in a bind here.
Can we go to the Forbidden Mausoleum?
Or Mount Zalar. That's a cool name.
Which one?
Fairletoft?
Yeah, Thurlatoft.
Oh, I see how we would have gotten around the snow flats with that little ice crossing. That would have been fun to fucking jump over icebergs to get across.
Yeah, that was so roundabout. Holy shit. Yeah,
I told
the
you,
mountain
that
is
was a
really
long way
where
around.
like, yeah, like whoop, and it's like whoop, and it's a whoop, and then whoop. Or you can go on like this.
Well, I mean, it was supposed to be like whoop, but then
Yeah,
it
sure was.
Still a little that, you know.
It sure was.
Wait, what happened? Why did you guys go
We'll talk about it.
All All we know is that Bjorn fucking died that day.
Or
Not
yeah,
Bjorn.
Morbs especially
Not
doesn't
Bjorn,
talk
fucking
about.
Mormir.
Or what was the sidetrack about? Like, it's like, oh, there's something on the map here. Let's go here. Is that what happened?
No, we were fully aware that there was an evil presence that was stronger than like a natural like spirit being, and that like it was like controlling this entire forest, and it was the cause of all this. And we were like, yeah, that seems in our grasp. Like we could fuck, yeah, like awesome.
Yeah, we fucked with this.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess sprawling out the map in front of the party and in front of Lady Silverin, Helios starts initiates the conversation.
Mhm.
So right now, we want to head back down to this area over here. He approximately kind of circles around the bottom of the forest where it meets the Thundering Peaks. Around this area is where we met the emissary. So that's where our destination is. Now, what we could do is, like before, we could pass through Thrum's Arches, like how we got here. But there's also another possibility. Perhaps the Stonebound Mountains is a place we can pass through as well. In terms of pure direction, it is the quickest, just in a straight line. But I'm not exactly sure what the prospects of the Stonebound Mountains are in comparison just to backtracking to Thrum's Arches.
I assure you that any path through the Stonebone Mountains will not be a straight line.
Like this, I presume.
Well,
If we follow
well,
the
depends if
coast.
you're going around the
Going
Stonebone Mountains.
going around them is a different story. It's a little more straightforward. You will need to take a mountain pass to get to the top of Lucre Falls. There's a pass that goes around the mountains here. As there's a large cliff right around here that probably not climbable. But if you wish to go through or around the Stormbone Mountains rather, the path is rather clear. And if your destination is Venishgom, it's actually, I don't even think it's that much. Like, would it even be that much quicker to go through? I guess it would be a little bit quicker.
I guess just going through the Stonebone Mountains would spit us out next to Venishgom rather than going through Thrum's Arches.
I'm not sure how up to date your information is, Lady Silverroll, but do you remember if there was any sort of mountain pass within the Stonebone Mountains?
There are many passes through the mountains. Well, at least in my time, the mountains were swarming with stone giants. They built roads and pathways, civilizations, cities, towns, all throughout the mountains. At the highest peak, there is a temple to their god, Stonebone.
Temple?
Yes, the stone giants are artisans. They pride themselves on their creations. Their temples, most of all, are very immaculate. That being said, they are not particularly welcoming to outsiders. Their roads will help you, but if you are seen on their roads, that is a great insult to them.
See. Hamsley, could I get a refresher on the vision that Handra showed Helios?
Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
No, Handra.
Oh,
Oh, Handra
Don't
from
giant
Demon
woman.
Slayer?
I believe you saw a temple in the clouds, surrounded by lightning. If I recall correctly. I'll have to go back and watch the exactly what I said, but I believe she would have showed you a temple in the clouds.
Something like.
Hmm.
How vague. As fitting for a vision.
We love visions here.
I see. That would be pretty troublesome, wouldn't it? Um, Bjorn, actually, we never asked you, but no, I know you're not from here, but do you perhaps have any experience traveling these lands outside of Rockhold?
No, not really. I came here from Ocean Gate, the port town, and then came straight to Frockholm for the mining contract. I've never actually been up here beforehand.
I see.
Not normally from places this snowy.
If you guys, this is a bit selfish of me to ask, but I remember when we were traveling through the Thundering Peaks, I actually met with the stone giant uh, through the opening entrances, and it was quite a surreal experience. I don't remember it greatly in depth, but she spoke to me and showed me some sort of vision of a tower in or a temple of some sorts within the clouds with lightning around it. From Lady Silvern's description, perhaps Stonebow Mountains might be carrying those same places. And what's even stranger is that after our conversation, she disappeared entirely in front of us. Something that's been on the back of my mind for a while now, and it's made me interested in seeing what exactly places in the Stonebow Mountains are like. I know it's a bit of a far shot in comparison to Thrum's Arches, especially since we're more familiar with the area. But part of me really wants to figure out what's at the cause of this vision. I can't say for sure the people of Venishgam will be safe if we take this detour, but I doubt that. Well, I don't think we have any immediate rush to get there, is what I think.
Well, if you do plan on going through the Stonebound Mountains, you best get yourself some climbing gear. You must remember that the pathways that the stone giants have built were built for stone giants. One of their steps is about as, well, almost twice as tall as one of you.
I mean, personally, at least from what we've talked about, doesn't really seem like going through Stonebone or Thrum's Arches adds a significant amount of time either way. It might be slower to go through Stonebone, but I don't imagine by that much, so I personally don't really see a difference.
I mean, we have a couple druids here. Can you just turn into an eagle?
We do have 2 horses.
I'm also
Those
not super
horses.
familiar with Thrum's Arches, but that also looks like a rocky place. Wouldn't we just have to climb there too?
No, Thumb's Arches actually has a lower ground that you can pass through without needing to climb up it. It's actually how we got here more quickly.
Hmm.
There is. It's pretty brutal.
That's true, but mountains usually have things like caves or sort of crevices, dug-ins, where you can sort of rest. Normally, natural formings.
Yes, he's right. Although the peaks of the mountains will be the worst of it, the valleys will be protected from the winds.
I'm gonna say this in character, but but I might have missed it if it was said already. So if it was, just disregard. But anyways, you said you had this vision at Thundering Peaks. What? How is that connected to Stonebone Mountains?
Oh, well, I guess it's a bit of a loose connection, but it's just that this vision was given to me by a stone giant. The words she spoke and the way she said it, it was a bit ethereal to me, if I'm gonna be honest. And then soon after, she just disappeared.
So basically, you're
Ladan
just
and
wanting
Farouk
to
mentioned-
investigate. Oh, sorry.
No, that's it.
So you're just thinking, since the stone giants also inhabit the Stonebone Mountains, it could be loosely connected, so it's good to investigate?
Yeah, that's actually about it. I don't have much to go on besides that, but it's just a hunch I have.
I mean, I'm fine with supporting you all. My one concern is you mentioned the problem at the other place. I was actually thinking, I wonder if we tried to gather allies, and maybe if there's a dangerous thing happening there, it's probably in the best interest of the regional police state or whatever you would call that, to take an interest, especially if there's been death involved. So maybe it could be reported to even the king here. Maybe they could send people out, and we could, coordinate an investigative attack or something. I don't know.
What it sounds like, it feels like there's some very powerful entity down there. I don't really know if the king would be able to do anything about this. Oh, Lord of the Mountain, sorry.
What about the other place you all came from? I forgot. What did you call it?
Gavir.
Skavir. Would they have allies that, or like a military force that could help? I guess, or at least.
We could always ask, but my big concern is that the Viola Grove isn't exactly a governed area. From what I know, it's a place where nomads tend to live and wander. So I don't think there's any sort of official government body that's obligated to protect these premises. And on top of that, for Skavir, it's surrounded by the Thundering Peaks. I think the closest place to the Venishgam is Anchorfall, but even then, the Tri Peaks block the way too. And in terms of allies, perhaps you can ask the king, but it seems like they're already going through a lot, still trying to cope through, or just recuperate after the disaster that the disease spread on them. And through Thumb's Arches, we met the one ice giant, but it turns out that their village too is also under heavy damage from Satyr's rampage. Maybe we can take this opportunity to find allies in the Stonebone Mountains. Maybe they might have something to say about that.
Yes. I'm typically against fighting, but I am here to support you with your quest to avenge your friend. However, I'm just very cautious because I don't want. I mean, someone has already lost their life, so I don't want one of you to also end up in a situation such as that, or even myself, and then I look at my recent wounds. But that's why I'm just trying to maybe think of the best plans possible if we're going into a dangerous situation, like knowingly. Also, I would have brought this up sooner, but my brain wasn't working since we got out of the mines.
I know. Once you die, it's kind of hard to think properly. That's true.
Does Angerfall
Kyra.
truly?
Oh, what's up?
Does Angerfall truly not care about VanishCon? It does seem fairly close. I suppose I should
don't
ask,
see-
how far does their reach go?
Yeah, can I do a history check?
Yeah, you could do it with advantage.
13.
So, typically, Angerfall is less concerned with the areas of the north, and more concerned with the area like around Frozengard and Skivur. Most things on the other side of the Tri-Peaks, like you said, because they act as a bit of a barrier between them and everything to the north, it's less of their concern. Angerfall is a city-state, and so it doesn't fall under any particular kingdom or what have you. They're very much sort of independent. The only thing in the north that they really care about is their trade lane with Frockhold, which of course is currently shut down, and is over the ocean, not even over land.
Helios will relay the information.
Okay. And do we know anything about the tendencies of stone giants?
Roll history.
I can roll history.
You may as well, yes.
12.
And Lodan?
9?
Fantastic. Historically speaking, the giants have kept to themselves. Stone giants, outside of a very recent report which you heard of stone giants attacking Angerfall for some reason. I don't know, they were led by some Frenchman. You haven't really heard of stone giants leaving the Stonebone Mountains. They're very much reclusive.
Mm.
Kyra, do you have any allies that live in Chivanral? Huh?
I don't know, do you? I wouldn't think so. This is Chivanral. This icy tundra place. I don't suspect any of your family would live here.
Well, it's worth a shot, I guess.
What? You're telling me Kana didn't move into the Forbidden Mausoleum afterwards? She did after Untilted?
I know that Prua has her family in Highstone right now, but that's about it. I have my family, but I'm not exactly on good terms with them.
I imagine
Maybe
maybe
Gaia, perhaps, but
maybe some of the nature spirits in this area.
nature
Although-
spirits.
Although I think the one that presides over Viola Grove is the one in VanishCon.
Yeah, I think that's what Shauna told us.
That is correct.
Hmm.
They are in fact in a bit of a bind.
I
I
guess
think
are we set on heading towards Venishcom directly? Like, do we need to go there immediately?
it's along the way. My actual destination is Angerfall, since I need to deliver the research papers that Mormir wrote for my father.
Hmm.
I think we should take a bet on the Stonebone Mountains. Um, Perhaps new people, or even if we could even get. I know it's a long shot, but maybe even some alliances with the people of Stonebone Mountains, the giants. Perhaps they might be an indispensable ally to us. Of course, that it can also go the opposite direction. They might just deal us as traitors, but everywhere else has been quite ravaged so far.
Could there be a bear there?
Of course. I think it'd be
All
most
right.
natural if we were a bear there.
Then all of my needs are met.
Okay. Then we can buy some climbing gear. Perhaps even consult with the king just for a short bit to see if he has any advice to give us. And then we can head out.
All right. Well, you have received some advice, which is that if you're going through the Stonebone Mountains, you should definitely all have climbing gear.
Yes. How much is climbing gear and how does it
uh,
function?
let's see. It's not that expensive.
Is this
Climber's
like
kit,
a
that's what it's called.
a tool proficiency that you need to use or have?
If you have proficiency in it, you can add your proficiency bonus to rolls with it, but you don't need a proficient. You don't need to be proficient in it to use it.
Okay.
And it's a climber's kit. Sorry, is what you'd be buying. And it's 25 gold pieces.
Sure.
So how does that work with the horses? Do I just?
You tell me.
About
I
that
imagine it
actually,
doesn't.
um if we're going through Stonebone Mountains, perhaps it might be best just to leave them behind in Frockhold.
I mean, I'd rather just take the direct path through Thrum's Arches rather than leave the horses behind.
I know Puro wants to keep the horses too then. Okay, then how about is there any way we consider the best of both worlds? Perhaps we can pass through Thumb's Arches, but stick around the perimeter of the mountain, and then pass through Venishgam.
So wait, what? So what path are we doing?
Like this, and
Okay.
then around like here, pretty much.
I do fear that that doesn't bring you towards the shrine that you were that interested in the Stonebound Mountains.
I mean,
Is the terrain on the coast dangerous?
the terrain on the coast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not particularly hospitable terrain in that there's no direct pathways there, but it should be traversable. Also, Helios, the shrine you're looking for is here, upon this peak. Or more so, within it. It's built into the top of the peak.
I see. Who's the light blue road? Or perhaps we could even go to Venishgam first, but then if it's over there, then perhaps this route through Thumb's Arches is best for us. Okay,
I
I like
am
I like
fine
the,
with
I like going
whatever
through
route
Thumb's
we
Arches.
go for.
This.
I think there's like a valley like somewhere around here, right?
There is a mountain pass that goes up around here and takes you to the top of the hill.
Okay.
So you can go down around this peak, and it comes down to the Giant's Coast.
Perhaps that can be something we can do after we deal with whatever in Venishgam.
The crazy, weird spirit thing.
Pillar of fire.
Yeah, that.
And presumably the Fey portal.
Well, yes, in my time, that was
Oh.
the location of a Fey portal. But if what you say is true, it seems someone has apprehended it.
If that's the
I
case,
can't believe
that we want to
someone
go
committed
through.
arson.
What?
In this party?
What? Never.
No, sir.
Pro casually casts Wall of Fire.
Okay, I propose then we go through Thumb's Arches, and then we go around the perimeter of the Stonebow Mountains. And if we want to go through the mountain, or if it seems convenient to us, we can go. Or otherwise, we can go to Venishgam.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Although I would
Yeah,
say
we
we
can
should
decide
get
on our way
climber's
there, right?
kit just in case.
Yeah.
Well, if you plan on going through the
Yeah.
Stonebone Mountains, like at any point, you probably want it.
Agreed.
Or any mountains, for that matter. There are
I'll
a
just
lot of
go and buy
mountains
it.
around this part.
It was 25 gold. Fit.
Yes, 25 gold pieces.
I will also buy one.
Is anyone else poor? I could buy it for you.
I got it.
I'd be kind of shocked if anyone was poor. We got a lot of money.
I'm poor.
Frodo looks over her immense wealth and says, I'll just wild shape into a bird.
Isn't Helios like very poor right now?
I have some money. I can afford a climber's kit.
Helios, aren't you what they call poor?
Aren't you like poor and short and
How much money do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I have like 400 gold right now.
Okay. That's
That's poverty.
It's not.
Really not.
Oh, you're poor? Oh. Oh,
Oh my goodness. I
oh my,
it's simply revolting.
disgusting.
Be gone, peasant.
Sip tea.
Can't believe you don't even have 25,000 gold pieces. Fucking poor peasant.
Alright, well, I will do my best to learn as much as possible about this emissary figure, and about the anomaly you described. Nidara. I will report back to you if I have any findings.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best of luck. On
I
your
do
journey.
wonder if there's any route in the road that contains any soil or any rich soil ladder. I'd like to
Soil?
grow some of my things.
Maybe in the
Yeah.
Viola Grove. If I remember, it was protected from the weather.
Yes, the Viola Grove, like the whole sort of valley there, was under like what appeared to be like a glass dome, but you could pass through it.
Probably sounds like the only place around here with good soil. Everything around here is hot as rock to get through.
Then I prefer that route.
Okay then.
And I wish you all the best of luck on your travels. Be safe. And she turns to you, Ladan, and let's make a difference.
She still looks like the Dan, right?
Yeah, she's purchased some new robes and stuff like that too, in an attempt to differentiate herself. But
Some hair dye.
Still.
I don't know.
yeah, maybe she'll dye her hair in the future. Yeah,
Yeah, she should get some tattoos as well.
as the identical twins tend to try and diverge, you know.
I can't believe she's gonna be the goth GS.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Hey, did we ever say goodbye to Lord Harger?
I believe so, but if you'd like to do a follow up there, you may.
What I remember last time is that I was there with Nidara, and then we woke up there.
Mhm. The
So
usual.
I assume we'd be a little out of it.
Indeed. I mean, if you'd like to go speak with him, you may. Assuming he's available.
Sure.
Are you going alone, or are you bringing everyone with
I'm just bringing Naiva.
you? Right on.
How long is this gonna take? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, just a few minutes.
That quick, huh? Alright.
Alright. You make your way through the city, up and towards the stronghold. It's actually out in the yard that you find him. Currently inspecting a group of soldiers who are running through some drills. He is overseeing. He sees you approach.
Yeah.
Ah, Hera, Nidara. I had thought you had left the city by now.
Why don't you guys dare a quick goodbye? Thanks for catering for us.
Well, anytime. Say,
Can I see?
you think I could make an additional purchase? Assuming you're not going to be in town for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah, huh?
Alright. He sort of
What would you like?
reaches out. Well, as much as you can give me, really.
I have 2 bags left.
Then so be it. He hands you 2 platinum pieces.
Oh.
Thank you very much. And I toss it to him. If you need me, then just call. Okay? And then I'll wait.
Yes, of course. So where is it you all are headed?
We're not sure yet. Either this shrine on top of this mountain Helios talked about, or near Vanish Gom, where the old Feywild portal is.
He just sort of looks a bit perplexed. Well, far be it from me to understand what motivates you, Kyra. Good luck.
Me too.
And it pays off the bills.
He sort of shakes his head in disbelief. And he actually turns to you, Nidara. I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
I don't either.
Well, I wish you the safest of travels and a safe return.
Thank you kindly. Farewell.
Good luck being a lord or whatever you are.
With all the destabilization that's been happening, I think another council of the 7 families will be happening soon. I may not be lord the next time you come around to Froghold.
Well, if you want someone to get beat up, then you know who to call.
I'd rather solve this diplomatically. But you never know.
Whatever you say, man. And then we just walk off.
Alright. So the party convenes at the front of Froghold. Making your way, you find yourselves at the mouth of the long tunnel, the channel that heads to the outside, barred by 2 large stone gates, now manned. The gates open slowly, pouring in a gale of snow and chilling wind, a stark contrast to the warmly heated caves of the Dumathorn Plateau. All right, gates open. I'd rather not keep it open much longer. The door at the gate just trying to usher you out.
We leave.
Come on, we don't have all day. It's getting cold in here.
We leave. We leave.
Leave. As
And the-
Helios walks by, he bangs them.
Rather swiftly, the doors begin to slowly shut. And with a mighty thud, the doors are closed.
Alright, let's not waste any time. Let's get going, shall we?
Let's leave.
Alrighty. So, as the party gets ready to travel the many roads of this land.
I missed this song. Good song.
You pack up your little caravan, get the horses all set, and make your way. Who is leading the party, and who would like to keep lookout?
Well,
I keep
whoever.
lookout.
Who's on the horses?
Are we? Here, we're just walking, right?
No, we have a caravan.
Oh, we have a carriage.
Well,
Oh, we have like carts and stuff.
do you? I don't
Thought we
believe you
had
do.
thought we had like 2 horses.
Yeah, you have 2 horses. Would you like to buy a? Would you like to
No,
have bought
it's
a
fine,
carriage
it's fine.
before you go?
I mean,
Just
that's
2 horses, fine.
we could
fine if you'd
budge
like
it into like a horse, and everyone could have one.
Wild
It's probably better Puro wild shape into an eagle and then do like surveillance while I
I
mean
can't fly in these winds. Look around you.
so high maintenance.
Listen, I don't want to be smashed against a rock.
Bears are high maintenance.
Okay.
If I get 15 feet off the ground, I'm 20 feet thrown to the side.
Oh my god. Never hear the end of it.
Okay.
How will you
can-
try flying in this weather?
I can't fly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, I can lead the party, but we'll need someone to be on lookout then.
I can be on lookout.
Any objections?
No?
Okay.
I can help, I guess.
Yes, any assistance would be nice, Kyra.
Alrighty. So give me your exact path, whoever is leading the party there, and give me a survival check.
Yes. So we're going to follow the road around the Dumathon Plateaus, go around, and then once we reach the gate of Kremos, we want to use like wild shape to pass through like the waters.
Alright.
Can Nidara just, you know? Does Nidara know how to make shapeshift ice, whatever it's called?
Maybe. Yes. I could do that.
Speaking of which, Nidara, I need you to make a perception check.
Okay, I can do that too. I rolled something. I rolled 23.
Nice.
Alright. The wind pours through these deep valleys, through these wind-cut plateaus. The road itself is very obscured by the snow. Not particularly well maintained, and it's difficult to see whether or not you're actually following it properly. But regardless, Helios, leading the band, is able to keep you quite well on track. Nidara, as you round the corner here, you hear in the distance a voice.
A what? A voice?
A voice. Cutting through the wind. Excuse me! Excuse me, monsieur!
Uh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ignore him.
Get everyone's else
Ignore
attention.
him.
Door
What's up?
is.
There's a person around over there, and then I point towards the French man.
You see a vague shape of a rather large person, sort of waving their arms off the side of the road.
Oh, let's go help them. Seems like they need something.
Let's be cautious. We also don't know who they are.
Fair.
Off to
You
the side, you
approach.
said?
Yes, he's off the side of the road.
I will
Do you all
prepare my
approach?
wand or staff.
I think we approach.
I will approach
Cautiously?
Alex.
Helios will approach.
Okay. Oh. Thank you. Sorry, common, not, no words common. As you sort of approach, you see this, very tall, Goliath man, wearing a thick furred parka. Excuse me, thank you, come. You see he's sort of very, he's struggling to find words
Mhm.
as he stumbles over his common.
You said a Goliath man, right?
Yes.
Helios will just try to respond in giant, see if that he responds well.
Oh, you speak giant. Oh, thank goodness. That makes this much easier.
Why do you know how to state this?
Pardon?
Why do you know giant?
Oh, I thought it'd be useful, especially on this relief mission with all the giants, and all the actions that goes around in Diffenroll. I was born here after.
Oh, can you ask him his name?
I'll get to that. I think he was saying something.
Yes, well, thank you for responding. My sleigh has gotten stuck in a snowdrift, and I can't get it out on my own. Do you think you could help me?
Of course, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. What's your name, by the way?
I am the Clyde.
The Clyde?
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Oh, nice to meet you, the Clyde. I'm Helios, and this is my group of adventurers.
A pleasure. He extends out his hands.
Oh,
And he grabs your hands and shakes them.
What state is the sled in?
Oh, yeah. Allow me to show you. In this storm, I couldn't see it. I know it's a rookie mistake to get it stuck like this, but I can't see where I'm going these days. And he brings you over to a large sort of sleigh crashed into a snowbank. You see sort of tied up against a large rock is a giant snow otter who has like reins and a bridle attached to it. Ropes going to the sleigh, but the sleigh is lodged into the snow deep.
That's not good.
I'm gonna walk up to it and hover my hand over the snow and produce some flame.
Over the otter?
Oh god.
No,
I
I
think
mean
meant
the
over
snow.
the
I'm in melted.
sleigh.
Oh, okay.
I mean, does he want me to?
Yeah. I mean, well, do whatever you want, man. I had to melt the snow.
Kills otter.
And I'll help Kyra out.
Alright.
I'll use a shovel and I'll try to help dig out the snow too.
I can try to pull the sled out. as well.
Yep.
With my strength.
And the Clyde will help you with that.
The Clyde.
God. After this out, I'm gonna just mint it. Oh. Hamsley died.
Hemsley dead.
Alright, I'm back. Alright. So I need everyone to make an athletics check.
Okay.
I got 0.
Damn, dude.
How the fuck? What?
How'd you manage that?
Nat
Helios.
1 -1.
Pulls out a shovel and approaches the snowdrift. He trips in and falls like Looney Tunes style, a Helios-shaped hole into the snowdrift, and is now stuck. As the snow
Oh.
collapses around him, and now he's trapped inside of the mound of snow.
I will help pull him out.
I'm not gonna help him.
I will help him.
At 15.
Also, oh yeah, the Saffron.
You're at 21.
Alright. So with a bit of effort, you're all able to clear the snow and rescue Helios.
We did it.
We did it.
And the sleigh gets dislodged. Ah, thank you kindly, travelers. But I must ask, what in God's name are you doing out here?
Well, you know,
Well-
just chilling.
You guys don't understand him. You know, just chilling.
Well, that's clear, yes.
Actually, we're heading towards the Viola Groove, specifically Venice Gom at the bottom of it.
That's right. Maybe a bit dangerous, though, with all the giants around.
Thrum's Arches, you mean?
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that's the path you've taken.
Oh, well, I don't think that'd be much of an issue, for 2 reasons. We've already passed through Thumb's Arches, and we've actually had the opportunity to meet one of the chief giants. Also, unfortunately, it seems like they were raided by... Yeah, they were recently raided, so they're recovering a lot from violent damages.
No, those aren't the giants I'm talking about. It's the stone giants. They're migrating. Never
They're
seen
what?
anything like it. Yeah, on my way down here. I seen a line of them, maybe 100 long, but surely there was more I couldn't see.
Why would they need to migrate?
I don't know, but there was a line of them heading east. They were going through the Thrum's Arches.
Heading east, huh? Isn't the storm worse that direction too?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But there they go. Hey, I mean, I didn't want any part of it. I just minded my own business and kept my distance.
Interesting. Well, I
I
don't
will
think-
poke Helios and say, "What is he saying?"
oh, sorry. Helios will relay the information back to the group about a group of giants, stone giants heading eastwards towards Thrum's Arches.
That's weird.
I certainly wouldn't want to be in the middle of that. Although if you run into a stone giant, maybe you could ask him about that whole shrine you were looking for.
I think regardless, it's too late to pivot to another route. especially since we brought the horses.
Right, true.
That's good to know. We'll keep that in mind. The Clyde.
The
What?
what?
It's a traditional giant name.
Anyways, I'm guessing you're headed to Froghold.
Yes, picking up my idiot of a brother.
Your brother.
Yeah, who's that? I know I can't understand him, but who is he?
Yeah, who is your brother? We might have seen him back in the when we were there.
He's a bit of a drunkard. Comes and sells the trinkets that we make back at Highstone, but he doesn't do much but travel. That being said, we haven't heard from him in, several weeks. He's late from when he's supposed to come back, so
Oh,
I set out to come pick him up. But now I kind of see the problem. Traveling like this is, it's a fool's errand. And my wife told me as much, but I decided I'd try and tough it out anyway. Now I'm afraid I might be stuck in Froghold.
By trinkets, do you mean like something like this? And he was gonna brandish the bracelet that he bought.
He sort
while
of
in
narrows his
Froghold.
eyes. Oh, yes. That looks like some of my family's craftsmanship.
Yeah. We met a merchant there. As actually, he was a Goliath merchant, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, we met a Goliath merchant there, and he told us that he came here for business. So
Oh.
if it's any reassurance, he's still alive and still doing well.
That is very reassuring, thank you. It's good to know that he's alright and hasn't gotten himself killed somehow. I wouldn't put it past him. The family tradition, don't you know? Oh, thank you, travelers. I cannot give you much, as I took basically just what I needed to get here, but I have some old fur coats that I have stashed here in the back of the sled. I don't know if you're interested, but
Oh, free shit? Gimme.
I don't have much to thank you with, I'm afraid.
I mean, in this weather, I would actually appreciate it.
Well then, they're yours, friends. I have 5 here.
Ooh.
So you, 5 of you may add a mammoth fur cloak. to your-
Wow. Mammoth fur coat.
Is it a real item or is it like a customer?
It's customized. It does, however, protect you from the elements quite effectively. Though most of you have magical means of doing this, it's also just very comfortable.
Nice.
All right. Well, I guess we'll be heading out now. You aren't too far from Froghold, so hope you have some safe travels.
Yes, I'll try not to get my sleigh stuck again before I get there. All right, Cherry. He rubs the nose of the otter. We'll be heading off. Bush! And the otter begins pulling the sleigh.
What a nice guy.
As he leaves, he's gonna say, "So is everyone there named the something?" I didn't know that.
Goliath named
I guess he
tradition.
says nothing. He just leaves.
Well, I said that to the group, not to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
Helios specified after he leaves.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with giant culture, so
I had
My
rumors
sister
that
had
they.
a friend, but I forgot his name.
Uh,
Must not have been
my sister
important.
sounds like an interesting person.
Yeah.
All right. So the party continues forth along the edge of Baria Bay. The waters are turbulent. They crash up against the icy shoreline. And a subtle freezing spritz of water, an ocean spray, comes up from the coastline there. It isn't long of traveling across the edge of Baria Bay here before you reach where you had crossed previously. What would y'all like to do? You have a couple horses. You need to get across a large volume of water.
didn't we go across the ice last time and just walk it?
I think we used to whale.
Yeah.
No, we used a whale to get over here, like the little river
Oh yeah, yeah.
in the Viola Grove, but
I
I
think-
could have sworn we just walked this.
Nidara, you know what to do.
I can freeze water
Oh.
to walk on. Make it more
Alright.
sturdy, you know?
Nidara, I need you to make a roll plus your spell modifier. And everyone else, I need you to make an acrobatic check.
Ah. Ah.
Can I use your guidance?
Don't have the
He-
best acrobatics.
You gave me guidance? I don't think it matters.
Don't you have like plus
Yeah,
6 in
I-
acrobatics,
Oh.
Coffee?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. I thought my dexterity wasn't good.
Not the best acrobatics has plus 6.
I'm gonna use a
forgot.
blade song so I can roll with advantage.
I rolled in that one. +4. +4 again,
I give
so
Nidara guidance.
9.
Oh, 9.
Oh no.
17.
Are we all going as a group, or
I got a
Presumably.
6.
Yep.
I got a 13?
These rolls are not good.
I got a 6 plus 6, that's a 12.
So,
I just got a 6 period.
okay.
Yeah, so how'd we do, Hamsley?
Not good.
Oh, okay.
Because effectively, Nate's
Hooray.
roll was setting the DC for you guys.
Hmm.
It was
I
going to be
rolled
30
bad.
minus whatever Nate rolled. And Nate got a 9.
Uh-oh.
Which sets
what?
the DC to 21.
What?
I guess we die. The end.
We'll just freeze to death. At least we're not too far from Froghold.
So, as you guys move across the ice, Nidara attempts to sort of mend the ice floats together to keep them from drifting apart, sinking, flipping, doing all the things that ice floats would do when you put weight on them. However, due to the turbulence of the water, it's not particularly effective. And it's when you are about halfway through that the ice beneath you all begins to crack and shatter as you all attempt to move off of it, unfortunately, there's just not enough binding, and you all plunge into the freezing water of Beria Bay.
fuck.
Can I
Ooh.
try to grab someone close to me?
You may.
What do we
Oh,
do
yes.
with the fucking
Miss-
horses?
Fucking heavy armor here.
No, it's because I have a ring of water walking.
Oh, yes, indeed you do. Okay, so Ladan, you actually didn't even need to roll. You could have just walked across the open water.
Would the horse also get affected by the ring?
Probably
No.
not.
What if I'm in the water and then cast water walking? What happens?
Then you shoot to the top of the water.
Can I just cast that on? How many people can I cast that on?
Proto is going to wild shape into a
Killer whale.
Yeah, killer
What is
whale.
it?
I
The 10
guess.
willing creature's name.
Yeah.
Wait, we can practically all walk across the water then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Wait, didn't we do that last time?
Yeah. I didn't want to waste a spell slot if I didn't need to, but you know, I guess I need to.
All right. So as the ice cracks and shatters, Nidara is quick to send out a spell, and it hits everyone. Right?
Yeah, 10 people.
Think so.
10
Yeah.
people. Oh yeah, 10 people, easy. And as you all are about to slip into the water, you sort of feel yourselves become incredibly buoyant to the point where your feet now rest just barely below the surface of the water.
Good call, Nidara.
Dolan looks visibly shaken.
He always looks visibly shaken.
His legs are looking like they're about to buckle.
Pat. It's okay.
I knew you had it in you, bud.
I hate how like some spells put the target amount in words instead of numbers, so I couldn't see it for the longest time. But there we go.
All right.
Well, I'm glad that worked
And
out.
with disaster avoided,
Nice.
the party continues their ways into the Human Bell Flat.
What time of day is it currently?
You left in the morning, so it's probably early afternoon.
Yeah, we can keep
all-
pushing forward.
All that time? Yeah, easily. This
Hey,
travel
it's the
was
place where we
fast.
fought your brother.
This was along the road, so it's faster than wilderness travel, and then
Yeah.
so it's about after.
Oh, you
Yeah,
met
that's
your
about
brother
right,
on the road.
Kyra. Bjorn, it should have been there. It was hectic, that's for sure.
Have you just not seen him in a while or something?
I can tell you about it when we rest up, I guess. It's a long story.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sibling rivalry. You know the deal.
I don't think it's like.
Yeah, nothing quite like brotherly love, like wanting to kill somebody.
Mhm.
I can't say I ever had much rivalry with my siblings, so I wouldn't know.
Okay.
As the party continues, it's not long before you see a massive line of stone giant marching.
Uh-oh.
There are easily hundreds just visible here, but the line goes beyond which you can see through the snow or through the storm winds. It disappears in both ways, both through the Thrum's Arches and down south towards the Stonebone Mountains. You see amongst them child and adolescent stone giants, approximately human-sized, walking along in, troops that appear to, families and other sort of social groups. You see periodically amongst them those who are more clad in this sort of stone-plated armor, wielding massive hammers and clubs. And though they're periodically sprinkled amongst the more civilian-looking stone giants. So even the civilian stone giants look like they could easily clobber someone.
Wow, nature.
What?
Very large.
Yeah, I've never
The
seen them
migration.
so up close. But they're not animals, Kyra.
We're all animals, Helios, says Proto as she turns into a bear.
I guess.
So, what do you all do?
That's fireball.
Aggro
Do they look
all
like-
of
Do they
Oh,
look like
God.
particularly tired at all?
them. Make a perception check.
Yes. 12.
So at this point, they're quite distant. You may need to get closer to really examine their demeanor. At this point, you're just sort of barely, they're at the precipice of your vision, obscured by the storm.
How far does the line go? Is it just as far as the eye can see, just endless amounts of stone giants?
Yes, as far as the eye can see, but as far as the eye can see is heavily obscured by a snowstorm. So you can't see that far.
I think we just get closer. I see no reason. I don't think they go out of their way just to attack people passing by what isn't even their own territory.
So, should we just wait here for them to pass?
I think we can get a little closer. I don't see why not. Perhaps they might even be friendly enough to engage in a conversation. But let's be cautious.
Did the person we run into just say that we shouldn't try to run into them?
Well, I think that's just based on superstition, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
I trust the words of a stranger I just met 20 minutes ago.
I would like to talk to them just a little bit. I am curious about what's going on. Perhaps we can get some useful information. Maybe there's some sort of phenomenon happening down south that we're just completely unaware of that might affect us.
Go ahead, little man. You're sterile.
What? Sterile?
Funeral.
Oh, my funeral. Wow, I appreciate the support, Kyra. Fine, I'll go
You're
up by myself.
sterile.
If anyone wants to join me,
I'll tag along as moral support.
thank you.
I'll go too, actually. I'll follow behind.
All right.
Do you know what direction they're coming from?
Yes, they're definitely coming from the south and moving eastward through Thrum's Arches. Yeah, the line is going like this.
I see.
Helios will approach the line of stone giant. Specifically, he's just gonna try to keep his distance and see if there's anyone of note. You know, maybe like a group leader who's leading the pack that he might be to speak to or something.
Well, if you're looking for someone leading the pack, the head of the pack is far, like it's probably already entered Thrum's Arches.
Or more just like maybe someone who's in charge of like a specific section, like stone giants.
Well, there are the heavily armored ones who are periodically scattered amongst the, again, more civilian-looking one.
I'll
You
look
can
out for
see
something.
now that you're closer that they wear helmets, these like large helmets made of stone
Mhm.
that have a single horn coming out the front that curves upwards.
See.
They wear stone pauldrons as well on each shoulder, and have gauntlets and sort of leg braces, again made of stone, tied around their limbs.
And they're all walking like quite fast, right?
Well, fast by your standard, as their stride is very large, but they're not moving with haste per se.
I see.
Their movement in general, of course, is fast. They take one step and they're moving like twice as fast as most people. But
I see. Okay.
however, as you approach, it's not long before one of the armored figure notice you.
Oh.
You can see he sort of turns to another one, says something, and points in your direction.
Just as a gesture, he was gonna put down his swords and put his arms up. And if try and yell through the distance, the snow might muffle him. But in giant, he's just gonna say, "Oh, we come in peace."
Roll a persuasion check.
11.
So they begin to approach you, and you yell out to them, "We come in peace." In giant. And in giant they respond, "Then you'll be leaving in peace too." "Begone, Smalling. This does not concern you."
All right, we
That's
tried.
like are they approaching us, or from a distance did they ward us off?
From a distance. They've got the very booming traveling voices. Big lungs and all that.
Hopefully, if they Helios will approach just a little closer, and will attempt to speak again. And will say, "Please, we just want to pass through Thumb's Arches."
"Then you'll have to wait."
Helios gonna turn
"Begone,
back.
Smalling, this does not concern you."
Helios kind of grits his teeth, turns it back to the rest of them. "Let's head back for now. I don't think there's any use pushing the matter any further." They said that they call it smallings. I'm not that small. I'm like average height.
You sure about that?
Is that what you took away from that conversation?
Call me short.
This
Well-
motherfucker.
Regardless, I don't think I want to pick a fight with any of them. Go back.
Yeah, let's just camp around here somewhere.
Yeah, that could work out too, I guess.
Alright. Where do you guys wish to make camp?
Is there any crevices or anything near, like, any overhangs nearby since we're near Thrum's Arches?
I mean, the Tumenbell Flats are just that, flat. But if you were to move more towards the sort of cliff sides here, yes, you could find some refuge.
Anywhere would be good specifically. I could always just bring up a hut.
No. Then yeah.
But if we
what's
have
concerning
time,
me is the amount of sounds they'll make.
is it loud?
There is a noticeable sort of rumbling as the many giants make their way through here, but it's
What grabs Attack on Titan?
We're nearby like a cliff face, right?
Yes.
Would we be able to scale it at all and perhaps try and actually I have a question. Like, you can enter Thumb's Arches to like this, right? Could you enter
Yeah.
through like an alternate entrance over here?
Well, I wasn't able to really illustrate it too well on the world map here. It is there's like a sort of tight channel, a valley that goes through the center of it. And although, yeah, the arches are sort of like supposed to spread across between the top of the plateaus, but so there really is sort of one main channel through there. Maybe at the beginning there are a few smaller channels, but they still diverge into the one main channel that goes through the Throne's Arches.
I see. And they're all coming from here, right?
Yes, from the Stonebone Mountains.
Actually, if you don't mind, perhaps maybe moving closer to the Stonebone Mountain can maybe make us learn more about why exactly they're heading away from there. Perhaps it's noticeable just at a first glance.
I would personally advise against that, seeing as how an entire, what I'm assuming is culture of stone giants are leaving. It's probably something not good, and I wouldn't want to be sleeping next to something like that.
Yeah, you have a good point. Well, I guess we could just camp out now until more of them pass. More of them, or the last of them, pass through Thumb's Arches.
Sounds good.
So you're just going to wait.
Yeah, I guess we'll camp out here until they leave.
All right.
I
Someone
will set
roll
up a
a
campfire.
Yeah, someone roll a survival check to see if they can find a suitable, or how suitable of a place they can find for setting up said camp. Who would like to do?
I can do that then. I got 19.
19. All right.
Nice.
There is several sort of spires here that come out of the ground. However, you find one that has sort of been shaped by the wind to sort of overhang a little bit, and it creates this nice little nook shielded from the wind that would actually make a comfy little camping spot.
You guys, I found something.
Ooh.
How would y'all like to get this camp set up and created?
I believe we have a guy who can set up a dome.
Yeah.
Are we
What's
seeing
up,
her
Game of
about one?
Dome?
What's up?
It's not the evening yet. So if you're to make your dome now, I believe it only lasts 12 hours?
8 hours.
8 hours. So you wouldn't be able to get a full long rest within the dome if you create it now.
Actually, would I be able to cast Galder's Tower?
You would.
It lasts 24 hours. Yeah.
Alright.
Um,
Please describe to me the casting and then the resulting tower.
yeah. So Helios looks to Kyra and says, "Thanks for the crevice, but I don't think we'll be needing that." Kind of brushing up his hands, he firmly plants himself down in the snow, in a large flat stretch of the land where you can see, and then he starts. So, in front of him is a piece of stone, some wood, and just some leaves. And then by channeling magic energy into them, the components start shaking until they start morphing and growing in size as they spread across the plains into scaffolding, which then is replaced by wood, which is then covered by brick, as the tower starts to slowly build up towards the sky.
All I can picture is you going in Fortnite.
Yeah.
what does your tower look like?
The tower. It's just a
Sylvia's
very
tower
simple
was
tower.
pink and purple. It had, purple shingles at the top, little flower ornaments on the side. What does Helios's tower look like?
Helios's tower. It looks. It's very simple. It's a spiral tower with stone and brick, but at the top of it is a large flag that waves with the sun on top of it.
All right.
This
We
is
love
a spell
simple
that
towers.
Lady Silverl taught me. So, come on in. Let's take some rest here, and maybe from the top we can get a good view. As
And
if the storm isn't approaching us. At
What
least.
what 2 rooms have you chosen?
Oh, I can choose multiple. Okay.
Yeah, you may take a bedroom, a study, a dining space, a lounge, a washroom, an observatory, or an empty unfurnished room.
I see.
And you may choose 2.
Choose 2. I see. I think on the second floor will be a bedroom, and the first floor will be a lounge. You guys can poop outside.
Thanks.
Finally, we can use a crevice for something.
Oh, God.
Wait, if you
Alright.
poop in the tower and it disappears, will the poop disappear as well?
It'll be
Or
the
next time
next time you summon the tower.
Oh, the poop will be there next time I summon the tower.
Yeah, so any changes you guys make inside the tower will sort of carry over. If you want to
Oh, could you store equipment in there then?
theoretically. Oh, actually, wait. Any equipment? Oh, never mind. No, I'm thinking of Magnificent Mansion.
This is all creatures and objects in the tower that were not created by the spell appear safe. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so never mind. Yeah, it's a new tower every time.
Can I go to the crevice?
You may.
I will cast plant growth.
Oh, okay. You get yourself
And I'm gonna turn it into an outhouse.
Nature's Outhouse. Spring
Nice.
Forest.
Here you go.
So, you all make your way inside the tower. And the tower itself is quite cozy on the inside. Although the space within is not terribly, it's a little bit cramped. It's not the biggest tower you ever see in your life, but the inside is protected from the elements, and the sort of lounge area has a fire pit which is already lit. And there are rather sort of comfortable furnishings, a large sofa, a rug. From the ceiling, there's a nice sort of hanging ornamental chandelier, and the across the walls hang sort of various paintings that have sprung from Helios's mind. So what the contents of the paintings are of his own design. In the corner, a staircase spirals upwards to the second floor. Sorry, go on there, go. Yeah, I cut you off.
That's all good. Continue describing it.
Oh, I was gonna say the bedroom up top contains enough beds for everyone. Though in this tightly cramped space, they though they do fit in the space, the beds themselves are quite small in order to accommodate you all.
Some of us can sleep in the lounge.
The coach did seem quite comfy.
Oh yeah, I call it calling the couch.
Is there like a window from the lounge or the
Yes,
bedroom?
there are windows on both floors.
Oh,
Okay. If we want to do a watch, then one person could take watch, perhaps outside, just guarding the tower, and then one person can stay inside, looking out for any vision through the windows.
Alright. I can take a
I
watch
assume the one
outside the
outside
tower.
can watch the horses.
And I'll say that on the back side of the tower is a small outcropping where a couple of horses could stay.
Yes.
Thank you, Hamsley.
Thank
If I need
you,
to do a watch,
Hamsley.
you can volunteer.
Huh?
I'm down to do it.
Okay. I'll take first watch then outside.
Can I walk up to the
Well-
fireplace?
Here's the thing: it's not even evening at this point, so
Oh.
it's still a little after midday.
Actually, also have. No, I don't have Sunday.
But I was gonna say that if I can walk up to the fireplace.
You may.
I'm gonna look at the fireplace and try to change it to my blue fire. This plebeian orange fire is nothing for me.
Wow.
Wow.
And with ease,
Disgusting.
Okay.
you are
And
able
one fire.
to. I believe you have a spell for that, right? Prestidigitation allows you to do that. Yes,
Yeah, I can do that.
something like that.
I change it back.
Oh,
I continue chasing back and forth.
With my control flames catcher.
duck season, wabbit season, duck season.
Wow, season. Okay.
Hey,
I
Hamsley.
guess.
Yeah, what's up?
Could I have retroactively purchased something very cheap and what I can assume might be very common in Frockholm?
Yeah, you had 4 days.
Yeah, could I have gotten what's it called? Like tobacco, like something to smoke out of a pipe.
Oh yes. Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
From dwarves, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I assume they probably have that. I don't know how much is like 5 days worth of smoking material.
Oh, you could probably 5 days. I don't know, 10 silver.
All right, cool.
Actually, probably even less. Probably 2 silver, actually. Wouldn't be that much.
Oh, you want material, don't you?
Kyra's a supplier.
What do you have? I usually just smoke tobacco leaves.
Oh, tobacco leaves? Easy. And then I go outside to produce more plants.
Og?
And indeed, she is
Can I do that, Hensley?
weirdly proficient in growing this kind of plant.
I mean, I assume that's what she was doing with the king.
I don't know what the fuck she was doing, the king.
Hey, it wasn't
Selling him
tobacco.
fucking crack.
The good stuff, I guess.
It was the good stuff.
And we have good fertilizer here.
You look towards the horses.
How many how much tobacco I get out of this? Out of what she grew.
I mean, she can.
Infinitely just grow this shit, right? It's a cantrip.
So long as she
I can
has
grow water
a
into the seed.
like a good fertile soil, she can pretty much just produce as much as you'd need.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna add like 15 to my inventory.
Go for it.
Are
Nice.
you able to
Thank you,
Oh, I
produce
should
Carl.
be
any
me as
plant?
well.
What was that?
Any good plant, I guess.
What about flowers?
Yeah, the good ones.
What dictates a
Depends.
bad plant?
I No, wait. Okay, China was good with plants, so I probably know how. Okay, yeah. Can I do that, Hensley?
Do what?
Has proficiency in flowers, I guess?
Bloom a flower? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I can do that. 'Cause I assume some flowers I need to make tea, which I did a long time ago.
Proto, in bear form, lays down in front of the fireplace. It just absorbs heat. So yeah, you can sprout flowers if you wish. Any flower in particular that you are looking
Yeah,
to
I'll
make
make
here?
some just for tea.
I see. Given a little bit of time, you're
Maybe
able to put.
butterfly bees,
Oh,
to be precise.
sure. I don't know that I'm familiar with that exact flower. All right. Well, you take some time and sort of cultivate in this little nook that you had originally found as a campsite. Are able to create a small little garden, sheltered from the storm. Bjorn, Helios, where are you guys?
I guess now that I have some time, Helios will like to practice on his custom spell that he hasn't touched in a long time.
Oh, yes. Take some time to do some research. Let me check what your progress on that was. Okay. Make an Arcana check for me.
17.
17. Alright, you're starting to get the groundwork of this spell completed. You've determined that in order to manifest this spell, if I could find it, where did I put it? Here it is. So you're looking and researching what components you're going to require for this, and you find you're going to need a small vial of tar.
Hmm.
At least to create the effect that you're looking for. At least I assume that you're talking about the spell that I think you're talking about.
Yeah. The
Yeah, okay.
Quagmire.
Yeah.
Small vial of tar.
Small vial of tar. And using the School of Transmutation, you theorize, at least, that you should be able to produce the spell effect you're looking for.
Gotcha.
But until you're able to acquire the component, you won't be able to tell for sure if your calculations are correct.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Can I go outside and look for some ice?
You find ice. It's everywhere.
Okay, then I'll just grab some ice cubes then.
Oh, clean ice? There's plenty of ice around,
Oh.
but it's got like rocks and little bits of dirt and. Okay, so roll an investigation check if you're looking for nice, clean ice.
Okay. 18.
18. Easily. It's not that hard to
Alright.
find some little crystal of ice.
I'll go back inside, take out some glass and some water, and I look at Reese's Pops and say, Reese's, we need to cook. And then I'll cook some tea. Both hot and ice.
Alright. Bjorn, you were keeping a lookout, right?
Yeah, pretty actively.
So as the sun begins to set, you notice the march of the stone giants begins to slow. And
God,
throughout
how
the
many stone giants are here?
there's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
You've watched as, several hundreds have passed. You're looking at what you assume to be, and as you've sort of watched over the course of the day, what you assume to be, like, the population of, like, a major civilization.
Yeah, this is like a species level migration.
You've been seeing not only, like, adolescents and children. There have been mothers who have been carrying their young. You've been seeing elders, like elderly stone giants, walking with large sort of braces. This is what you assume to be like a species-wide migration.
Yeah, this is massive.
And as they begin to slow, they too begin to start setting up little makeshift shelters so that they can rest for the night. Roll a perception check for me, Bjorn.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh.
Alright.
Plus my regular perception, which is +1, so 21 total.
So I'd like to think you're like on the upper floor, like smoking on a pipe. Just
Yeah, I got the window
looking out
open.
towards them. Yeah, window open, just smoking on the pipe, watching this happen. Though the sun is setting, you do see, coming out from Thrum's Arches, a group of ice giants. And they appear to be sort of walking along and conversing with the stone giant.
Hmm. I'm aware that there's ice giants here, right? I think Helios brought up that there were ice giants here.
Yeah.
I also brought up that they were recently raided by Saturn.
Roll a history check there, Bjorn.
Okay.
How much do you know about giants? Would you know anything about giants?
Are there giants from the place I was at before here?
Maybe
Commonly?
sparingly. Not like around here.
Would they have used any giants where I'm from?
No, probably not.
I've only been here for the mining thing, so I
Yeah.
don't really know why Bjorn would know anything about giants, if that's the case.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind then. You probably wouldn't know.
I have a -1 in history with no proficiency. I really
Yeah,
don't know why.
yeah,
I know.
okay. The thing I was about to tell you would be a more obscure little thing, but
Yeah.
Bjorn wouldn't know it.
I mean, I can tell that ice giants are bigger than stone giants, right?
Ice giants they have a bigger build. They're not necessarily taller. Stone giants are very tall, but they're also very like thin and lanky. Whereas ice giants are equally tall, but also broad and have fucking tree trunks for legs and arms.
Well, I can assume, at least by how the stone giants treated us, that they seem to be very defensive. So what is like if I'm seeing them talking, is there like a posture? Are they acting the same way, or is it more civil exchange of conversation here? Or does it look like the ice giants are like threatening them like they did us?
Roll insight with advantage, because you got a natural 20 on your perception.
Hell yeah, and I have proficiency in insight. 12 plus 5, so 17.
Not bad.
17. Their meeting seems mutual. There is sort of conversation. It's I mean, at this distance, and I don't think you speak giant, obviously
Nope.
you can't tell what's being said, but there doesn't seem to be any level of apprehension or
Yeah, from the body
animosity.
language, they're not like drawing weapons on each other or even taking defensive stances or anything like that.
Exactly. Like the armored stone giants are like at complete ease, and you can see the ice giants almost appear to be giving directions. Like they're sort of going down the line and sort of talking with the individual families, and you can see them sort of like pointing and using hand gestures to describe something. But of course, at this distance and with no understanding of giant, you can't really discern what it is, but you can tell that they are describing something.
Yeah. You stuck out a word there. They're pointing in a direction. Did they say? Could I see what direction they're pointing in? Are they pointing like this way, or are they pointing like down this way, or something like?
They're pointing towards the arches.
Pointing towards the
eastwards.
arches. Okay, so this direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do with this information what you will.
I mean, is there anyone else around me?
I don't know. Is there anyone else around you?
I think everyone's outside fucking around.
Helios, where are you? Ladan,
I'm
where are you?
outside studying and practicing magic.
Proto's laying down in front of the fireplace. Ladan, what are you up to?
I was going to ask, Nidara, not Nidara, Kyra.
Mhm.
I was going to ask Kyra if she could grow a certain flower for me.
No.
Are you able to
What
grow
kind?
the saffron flower?
Would I know that?
Roll nature.
Uh, 11 plus 6, 17.
Yes, you know of the saffron flower. Saffron, in and of itself, is used as a spice or as a tea. So you are familiar with it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I nod my head.
Then, can I get one?
Sure. Let me go outside real quick.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't charge her for it.
I
I was legitimately expecting you to ask for money.
mean, she
You
didn't
know-
charge Bjorn earlier, so
We've known each other for a while.
This one's on the house.
And I'll just grow just one, a single flower.
okay.
I'm not gonna take up too much resources. fight, and once I'm done, I'll just skip attack.
Then, with the flower in hand, I'm going to sit down in front of the fireplace and meditate. Meditate on my inner fire, and using the saffron flower as a means to evoke familiarity.
Okay.
Because saffron, where I'm from, was known for growing its saffron flowers.
Indeed it was. So are you trying to recall something from your past? Or are you trying to discern something of your nature?
Kind of how I used to use fire.
Okay.
And so kind of like trying to pull it out, kind of like exercise it from its disuse, I guess.
Interesting. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me... Give me a charisma saving throw.
Uh, 19? Yeah, 19.
All right. Ladan, you spend some time and you focus on the flame in the fireplace. You watch it dance and almost like a stream of ribbons intertwining and interweaving. You can feel something deep within you begin to well up. A sort of warmth in your gut. Your burn begins to hurt, begins to ache. Do you continue? Or do you break?
I'll continue.
Alright, give me another charisma save.
Oh no. Uh, 15?
You feel now the warmth in your stomach moving upwards into your chest. Like a sort of like a bubbling fire that is being, it's just below the surface. You can feel it like throughout now most of your body. And the burn on your arm begins to hurt more. You take 4 points of fire damage as the burn begins to heat up, as your whole body begins to heat up. Do you continue?
Sure.
Give me a charisma save.
Ooh. 25.
25. All right. You take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you exhaust flames. You feel almost a sense of relief as the heat that was building up in your body begins to dissipate. You do this again. A deep breath in and a breath out of fire. It's at this point, Proto, who was laying in front of the fire, now watching you, just sort of gets up and backs away. You feel a division. The more you continue to breathe this way, you feel comfortable. The burn hurts more and more, and yet expelling the flame, it just feels right. It's indescribable. Almost a feeling of odd ecstasy. As letting loose this fire which has been bottled up, contained, almost gives you this sense of release, of relief, of a tension that has been self-imposed. The release of this flame, it's addicting. But the burn still well. You take now 11 fire damage.
Oh, by the way, does my fire resistance affect these at all?
I would say not, because this is like an internal thing.
Okay.
And I would like you to make one final charisma save here.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
18.
18. So you spend just a little while reveling in this feeling. And it is at this point that Kara, you wander your way back inside just a bit to find Ladan sitting before the fireplace, exhaling flames, and the bottom floor of this house has, or tower or whatever, has become a sauna. Like as you open the door, you're hit with like a wave of heat. And you can see Proto just in the back of the room with a very sort of confused and concerned look.
Typical pro.
What do you do, Kara?
I'm gonna leave the door open just to let an air out. I'll walk in.
Ladan is almost in a trance. Are you going to leave her?
Can I describe what's happening? Like, would I know if there's any like magic involved?
Sure. Roll Arcana.
I got 19.
So, Kara, you are very in tune. Thanks to your connection with Kasuth, with the sort of control and flow of the energy of fire, the element of fire. And the energy you control and have learned to control over your life, the flame of Kasuth, is very precise. It's very thoughtful. It is a life-bringing fire. That is not what you sense from Ladan. You sense an inferno, a firestorm, an uncontrollable blaze. You feel from her basically no control over this now building pyre. And it's almost as if the flame from the fireplace there now pulls itself out towards her. What do you do?
Do I see her struggling, like, at all? Like, is she moving or anything?
He does not look like she's struggling. She looks like she is having the time of her life. You've not seen Ladan smile much, if at all. But you do now.
Is the fire from the fireplace coming from Kasuth's flame or just hers?
No, it's orange.
I'll make it blue.
In an instant, Ladan, you snap out of your trance. As you see, or you sort of not so much awaken as become aware of your surroundings once more. You see Kara holding her hand out towards the flame as it turns blue, and now from the chaotic, eclectic, sort of spiraling ribbons that it was, it now turns into a like a very sort of controlled, manageable flame.
Yo, wake up.
Ladan?
Does the feeling disappear?
Yes. Yeah, it all fades. Like you snap out of your sort of trance state.
I assume like I'm like sweating and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll take a few deep breaths before getting up and then walking outside to cool down.
You say nothing to Kara? Alright.
Actually, do I still have the flower?
The flower has burned.
Oh, okay.
Incinerated to ash in your hand.
How fitting. Okay, then I'll kind of I'll kind of show it to on my way out. I'll show it to Kara. Sorry about this. Before just kind of walking past.
That's not good. I'll never supply you with any again.
For free.
Nidara, where are you?
I don't know. I was AFK when all this started, so I wasn't sure what time. Is it like? Did you already do the sleep time? And is it morning or is this before sleep time?
No, we've not gotten to sleep time. People
Okay,
keep walking
okay.
around.
All right. I don't know. I'm just probably relaxing somewhere. I don't know.
Up in the bedroom.
Yeah,
Bjorn just sitting there looking out the window.
probably.
Bjorn, as the day comes to a close, and you just sit there observant. First of all, you do feel some hot air coming up from the floor below, but as you look to the distance towards Thrum's Arches, eventually you see a thunderstorm brewing.
He's back.
The clouds flash, and the distant rumble of thunder can be heard.
A lightning storm at this time of year?
In this part,
This
of, the
part of the
country,
country.
localized entirely within
Entirely at
Thrum's
Thrum's Arches? Is it localized entirely within Thrum's Arches?
Yes, it is.
Oh?
I'll take a puff of my smoke pipe. Good thing we didn't go in there today. I sort of just mumbled to myself. I know nothing about magic, so I have absolutely no context. This just seems like a weird oddity to me.
Although, thanks to the rumble of this thunder, it's not long before you're all made aware of this.
Hearing that, Helios is going to I get a better view from the top of the tower, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the second floor. And then just say to everyone else. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
thunderstorm.
what is that?
It's over Thrum's Arches currently.
You're telling me there's a thunderstorm localized entirely within Thrum's Arches?
Oddly enough, yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah. And I gestured towards the window.
Well, Bjorn, you're an odd fellow, but...
But you thrum a good arch. Yes.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if this looks like the spell Call Lightning?
Alright, roll Arcana.
19.
Though Call Lightning covers a large area, if this was that spell, it would be several casts of it in order to cover as wide of an area as is being
Right.
covered here.
And then
So you determine that either there's a whole league of lightning mages, or it's something else.
that is very strange. Detect magic is too far away for detect magic too.
I believe, yeah, detect magic has a range of like 60 or 30 feet or something
30,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Either way, it's too far for that.
Can we see like the camps of the stone giants being disturbed by it at all?
They seem. Yeah. Roll perception.
Can I also do that since I've been watching?
Yes. Yes, you may.
22.
12.
So you actually observe something rather strange. As the storm begins to build, stone giants get up from their camp and begin to move towards it.
In the original vision, I saw tower with lightning, right?
You saw a temple, not a tower.
Temple. And then did Arya tell us about their temple and about like the climate? It's at the top of the mountain peak, right?
It's built into the top of the mountain peak.
I see.
So the entire temple itself is below ground, but it's built into the peak of the built into this peak right here.
Can I do a religion check to see if I know if this is some sort of religious practice?
Sure. Make a religion check.
9.
You are not terribly informed on giant religious practices. You know what you know of the giants' religions is that basically long ago all of their gods abandoned
Fuck.
them.
That's sad.
They used to have a full pantheon of gods, but they all left.
Hela's gonna look towards the rest of the group who are watching. Say, I have no concrete idea what's going on, but I think it might be a deliberate practice that the stone giants are doing. It doesn't seem to be conjured naturally, and the stone giants aren't really perturbed by it. So if they maybe this is something that's their own doing, something ceremonial or cultural that they.
Perhaps. I'm also not that informed in giant culture, but I know that they've been gathering in there all day, and I saw that there were some ice giants with them too earlier. They
Ice
didn't seem
giants?
to be yeah, but they didn't seem hostile towards them like they were to us. They actually seemed like they were talking about something, pointed eastwards through Thrum's arches.
I see. I have a question, Hamsley.
Yeah.
If I tune to Mormir's mask, would I be able to disguise myself as a giant?
I don't believe. No, you can't.
No, it has to be the same creature size.
You could look.
right?
You could look like a giant, but you would be a giant that's the size of Helios.
Baby
Oh.
giant.
You could be a baby giant.
I see. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of curious about what's going on. I'd like to take a closer look, but I don't think they'd be too happy for us being there.
I'm assuming that they didn't want us there before. They probably won't want us there now. And if this is something ceremonial, they might find it quite disturbing if we were to actually go there.
Fair point.
You could always try to sneak over and not be seen. But I also don't
Oh.
feel like getting struck by lightning.
Yeah, I get that too. Sure, I think I'll call for tonight. I don't think there's anything else.
I'll keep a watch and inform you if anything happens of interest.
All right. Everyone else going to head to bed? Maybe we can set up watch order.
Kara's gonna walk upstairs and give everyone choice of tea, either hot or cold.
Take cold tea.
I'll take warm tea.
There you go.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yuladan? You sure need a breather.
Hmm.
I'll just give you the cold one.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ladan could chill out.
I can take first and second watch.
Alrighty. So Bjorn and Kyra take first watch. Kyra takes
Yes.
second. And is anyone taking?
Yep.
Does anyone want to be with Kyra on second, or
I'll take third watch.
who's second, third? Second,
I
third.
can be with Kyra in a second.
All right. So, Kyra and Bjorn, give me perception checks as the rest of the group attempts to find sleep amidst the raging winds and now rolling thunder.
I got a 15.
18 plus 7, 25.
So, over the course of the evening, you see some stone giants, not all of them, approach the storm, as well as some of the ice giants who had been previously mingling with the stone giants. They too approach the storm, but not all of them. Bjorn, from your observations throughout the day, you notice that the stone giants who are approaching the storms are mainly those who seem to be the heads of whatever small groups that were formed. The sort of heads of the families or leaders of any particular sort of small subgroup or social structure. That tends to be the person who is headed towards the storm.
Are they like traveling upwards, like up the arches, or are they just heading more east, like they had pointed to before?
They're heading more east. Although do you see some of the ice giants begin to climb the cliffs and scale the walls to get to the top. Pyra, with your 25, you notice something that Bjorn does not. Through a quick flash from the lightning, you see silhouetted against one of the clouds a giant amongst giants, seemingly atop one of the clouds, within the center of the lightning storm. Only briefly do you see this silhouette from a flash of lightning.
I'll just say that to Bjorn. That I see that there's a big figure that's controlling the whole area.
Or look up to the clouds.
You
Or see
see,
them.
yeah, you see a lightning storm.
Though that would be rather impressive if there was a giant just up there. Though to my understanding, they can't really fly.
That is peculiar. Have I seen this before?
Roll history.
Though considering, people can shoot lightning out their fingertips here, I'm sure it's not completely out of the ordinary.
18 plus 2.
You are on fire.
Dang.
20.
So, you are aware that amongst the different kinds of giants, there is another that you have not yet come. Well, actually, there are two that you have not come across, in the fire giants and the storm giants. You know that amongst the giants, the storm giants are the biggest, and are considered the greatest amongst the social hierarchy. They are also the fewest. And you surmise that what you saw silhouetted in the lightning there was most likely a storm giant.
Then I'll just tell Bjorn what I recall.
Probably
I
for the
assume
best
it's
we
a
didn't go in there
Storm
then.
giant.
Probably for the best we didn't go in
Yeah.
there then. I do wonder why they're all headed up there though. Maybe some kind of meeting for whatever's been pushing them this way.
I just shrug.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, the Viola Grove or wherever we're headed currently, I mean, that's like kinda near the mountains. Maybe that thing's becoming more of a problem and spreading further around than just where it was.
Perhaps. We'll just have to be cautious then.
Certainly.
Yo, how's the tobacco, by the way? Was it good?
It is. It goes very smooth. Do you want a puff?
Nah, I've had plenty already.
Alright. And I'll puff my pipe again.
So for the duration of your watch, the storm continues to rage. But around a couple hours in, you notice a few of the storm giants who had entered the area now return back to their groups.
Was it storm giants or the other,
Stone
the other
giants.
Stone giants. The ice giants, however,
Okay.
do not return.
Do they, like, start moving, or do they just return to their camps?
They return to their camps, and they themselves attempt to find sleep.
But the thunder is still going on, right?
Yeah. And your watch comes to an end.
Alright, I will head to rest then.
Who do I wake up?
Helios, I believe. Helios?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put
Did you see
Reese's Puffs
anything
on his head
interesting?
and wake him up.
Waking
Oh.
up, Helios just asked if he saw anything interesting.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
Wake me up inside.
I'll just recall the storm giant that I saw previously.
A storm giant? Can they do that?
Well, it was a silhouette of it, but
Do they just appear
yeah,
like that,
they
or
can.
they can really? Huh. Wonder why they need to do that. Okay.
Oh,
I guess for my first watch, I'll start with just going around the perimeter of the tower, and if there's nothing suspicious there, I'll return back inside and watch from above.
Okay. Helios, as you're sort of going around, I actually want you to make a history check.
Hey,
And a perception check. Kyra, also make a perception check.
first history.
Okay.
History is nat 20.
Okay. And your perception.
Perception is that's 11 in perception.
15 plus 7, 22.
Alright, you do your rounds. And you don't find anything particularly out of order. Or making your way, sorry, back into the tower. Kyra, you're still watching the area where the giants are congregating, and the storm begins to fade, seemingly moving further into the east. Helios, you make your way back up towards Kyra on the upper floor of the tower. The storm dissipating. And you remember something. Something that was said to you by a guy whose name I forget, and I'm just gonna go check because I forgot.
Jeremiah Mingledorf.
No, actually. It was a portly gentleman named Hognor the Massive.
Oh. Did we meet him back? Did we kill him?
Yeah, you killed him.
Yeah.
He was the leader of the Hill Giants. And you recall too that they were moving north. From where they were. That they were not typically from there. And that they were moving north. All of them. And you also remember a name that he threw out to you.
Yes.
Rolantor. And I believe you did some research on this name, correct?
Yeah,
And
we
you
asked
discovered
Shauna
that
as well.
yeah, that's right. That's who you asked. And determined that Grolantor was the name of the hill giant god among the hill giant pantheon, or among the giant pantheon, the god of hill giant. Do with this information what you will.
He said something like Rolantor will carry on revenge or something along that line, right?
Yep.
They're all headed north.
Well, the hill giants are headed
Juicy!
north. The stone giants
I
are
mean-
headed east.
Headed east, yes. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Crazy. Kara, I'm not sure if you have any idea about this, but I was once told about, well, back in Skavir, Ladan, Puro, and Mormir and I, we raided a nest of, or the lair of a hill giant group. And once we defeated them, they said that Relantor would get their revenge. Something along that lines. They're actually headed north from what I remember. Probably towards Thrum's Arches, I guess. Yeah, it would be towards Thrum's Arches. Just like how the stone giants are moving east.
What I got about that was that you killed giants. What was that about?
Oh, it was a bit of a conflict, but we can get into that later.
Oh, sure, do tell. We have the time.
It was just that they stole from the village actually the same flower necessary to cure the disease that we were fighting against. If we didn't fight them, we'd have no way to get it back.
Gotcha. I wonder if there's any other people that would know about that.
I don't know. I guess the closest people we could ask, maybe. Wait. I don't have the spell prepared, but would I still be able to cast it given the time frame, or
Cast what?
sending?
Well, you did have 4 days in between there, so I would say that you would, if you would want to have had that prepared, I'll allow it.
Okay, yeah. I'd have one of sending prepared, and then, I'd like to send the message to Lady Silveril. 30 characters, right?
Mhm.
And I'd like to ask her,
Keep in mind that
Gosh.
it is the middle of the night.
would she be waking up, or?
You would hear a voice in her head and potentially be woken up.
I mean, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
What was the name of the god
Can't
again?
hear some beauty sleep.
Grolantor?
Yeah. Two, three,
Figuring out your message.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's 30 message or 25?
That's 25.
Okay. Two, 23, 24. Here. Edit.
All right. So you speak your incantation and then send the word off. It is then that you get a rather dazed and confused response. It's so late. Why now? I will get back to you later.
That's so valid.
Helus kind of scratches his head. All right, I guess she is just human, like the rest of us.
Wake her up at 4 in the morning. Hey, do you know about
Totally.
Grolantor?
What the fuck?
I guess I feel bad now.
Oh, I blocked this number.
Yeah. Marcus
I should.
spam.
I guess I shouldn't abuse this power. All right.
Yo,
Kind of reeling from the message. Do you think this is anything to worry about, Kyra? Do you think we should go investigate?
I feel like you should send to her again.
I don't think I will. She said that she would get back to her. She seemed a bit dazed.
Do you know anyone else?
Yeah,
I know,
who
I
else
know
am I
enough.
gonna call at 4 in the morning?
At this hour, I don't. Could I talk to Shauna? Would that be a person I can talk to?
You could.
Is Shauna
But
also
it's 4
sleeping?
in the morning.
But I thought she was
Maybe.
like a fake creature. I thought they don't sleep.
I guess that's true. She doesn't. She only needs 4 hours of sleep. So
Uh, yeah, I can give it another shot. Here, I will admit the wake you up part.
okay.
Here, I'll sometimes have moved. Cloud. Um, 122, 23, 24, 25. Let's go. Actually, she already knows about Galanter. She's the one who told us, right?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
she is the one you asked about it.
Then I'll remove that first message. Is Grow Lantor related? This is what I'll send to her instead. Uh, Stone giants moved east of Thumb's arches, and there are thunderclouds. Is Gorlantra related to this? Oh, I'll also preface this. Does she know it's Helios who's sending this?
No.
Okay.
I was
I'll-
about to respond with, "Who the fuck is this? How did you get this number?" Actually, wait. Does sending specify that they're aware of who it is? It might actually.
Let me
to a
check.
creature which you're familiar with, the creature hears a message in his mind, recognizes you as a sender. Okay.
Okay.
If it knows.
Never mind. They would recognize that it's coming from you.
Okay.
I've given Helios too much power.
I have SMS.
Helios. It is good to know that you are alive. I know little of the giant pantheon. But if they all move together, it is troubling.
Oh fuck. He's just gonna ponder for a bit, just kind of tap his chin. So I messaged another one of our acquaintances, Shauna, and she told us that once the giants move together, that means, well, all she said that it's trouble.
What does that entail?
I don't know. Perhaps maybe they're gonna congregate, maybe some sort of military alliance, or maybe magic of some sort. I'm really not familiar with what might come out of this.
I believe you've made this history check before, so I'm just going to relay a bit of information that I believe I've already relayed to you. You know that the giants operate in a bit of a caste system,
Yes.
wherein the storm giants are at the top, followed by the fire giants, ice giants, stone giants, and hill giants. Well, actually, fire and ice giants are kind of on the same level in the caste system. And although they sort of have this caste system, they tend to sort of stay separated from each other. And because they all have a different idea based on the god that they follow or did follow before their gods abandoned them, of what it means to truly be a giant. So it is somewhat unusual to see them coming together.
Giants are usually very divided when it comes to their culture. Perhaps the storm giant that you saw was calling to them as their, I guess, as a top in the cast. Maybe they made a command of some sort.
I wonder if there are more.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's worth getting out
Also,
in
do
the
you have
middle
another
of the night.
sending? I want to message my sister.
I'm actually out of spell slots for tonight.
Although it needs to be someone he's
Uh,
familiar with.
Yeah. Also, I'm not
Make
sure
a
if I
collect
know
call.
who your sister is.
no, it would be weird because like it's been so
Yo.
long that if I've ever talked to
How
her,
are you
I don't know
doing?
where she is.
You
Oh.
better be alive. Nice
Hmm?
talk.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh, hi sis.
Does she know sending?
Yeah, yes. Kata does know sending.
Oh, wow.
Wow, a cameo.
Cameo.
Oh, hi, sis.
Wow.
Nice talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was just my sister.
Oh, I see. Well, glad she's safe. Anyways, I think I'm going to sleep on this. I don't want to approach them in the middle of the night.
Good call. I want to go to sleep too.
Who is
Surprise.
next watching? Naidara?
Yeah, I think Nidar.
Good.
Surprise
Wait, what
Kata
watch
thought,
is it?
like, where the
Oh.
fuck is my bow?
This second watch or third watch?
It's
Third watch.
Okay,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll take third watch as well if we need to.
He was gonna preface them. Look out for any congregating giants, especially if they move towards this tower.
Oh yeah, and Cairo says that there's a storm giant that's taking control of it, right?
There
the
might be a
storm-
storm. There might be a storm giant.
The storm has since dissipated, and presumably the storm giant has left.
I'll be on the lookout.
Alright. Nidara and Ladan, give me perception checks.
Perception. A solid 4.
17.
So for majority of your watch, Ladan, you're a little dazed and your mind wanders. You think about your experience in the day before and find yourself rather distracted from keeping a proper watch. Nadar, on the other hand, you are a little more vigilant. Throughout the majority of your watch, you just see the stone giants resting. It's not until the sun begins to crest over the horizon and light finally starts to pour upon the land that you see them getting up rather early. Like first thing when the sun begins to rise, you can see the more militant looking stone giants going up and down the long sort of long caravan of giants there, yelling out and waking people up. They bang on these sort of large metal, almost gong-like. I mean, I guess they're like gong-type instruments, and wake the sleeping stone giants before continuing on their march.
They're continuing the same direction, right?
Yep, same direction through Thrum's arches. And morning finds you all. Unless there's anything you two would like to say or do over the course of your watch.
I guess I will say that I guess I'll say I need some alone time, and then like right before everyone else gets up, so like 10 minutes before, so it wouldn't be like impeding too much into the watch.
Mhm.
And then I want to go like we're inside the little house thing, right?
Yep. You have a nice
Yep.
cozy house.
I'll go outside, and then I want to go like I don't know, 30 feet away or something. And I'm going to it's very windy, I'm assuming, and just blizzardy, right? Or is it just
Yep.
or how's it right now? Like super bad, or
It's pretty much it's gotten bad and is staying bad.
okay, I'm gonna wade through the snow like 30 feet then, and then I'm gonna attempt to like probably can't do this, but attempt to light incense and stab it in the snow. If it doesn't light, I'm stabbing it in the snow anyway, without it being lit.
It's a bit of a self-sustaining. You can shield it well enough.
All right. Then I'm going to like kneel down in the snow, like on both knees, and like do like a prayer stance. And then
Casting divination.
no, I'm just praying.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say a prayer, and then I'm going to take out a dagger and cut my hand. And like rub it in the snow. And then, bandage or tend to my wound and then go back inside.
And the rest of you wake.
Morning time. Does the tower like crumble in the
No,
morning?
it lasts 24 hours.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we just leave. I hope it cleans itself up afterwards, or we're gonna just litter this place with towers eventually.
No, it like fully disappears after 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't want to disrupt the local ecosystem with towers.
So I believe if you cast it in the same place for some amount of time, it's like a couple months or maybe longer, it becomes permanent.
Oh dang, that's cool. You could basically over time make your own like castle of towers.
I don't even requires concentration. It might be cost like have like multiple.
Well, does it have like a component cost, like a material cost?
No, it's just it doesn't consume it.
Dang, that's a good spell.
Yeah.
Well, after Bjorn gets up, have the stone giants sort of dispersed from Thumb's archers. Can we keep moving forward, or are we on a new path somewhere?
It seems at this point there are still stone giants moving through. Although they started their march in the morning, it seems like there are still more moving.
Alright, well, I don't know about all of you, but I don't personally want to sit around for another whole day.
I can.
I know you can. I don't know what the rest of us feel like, though. If that's what we choose to do, then that's what we choose to do. But we are losing time.
I'd like to make progress too. It's just I'm a bit stumped. Maybe It doesn't seem like I sent some messages last night, and from the way you described their behavior, Bjorn, it doesn't seem like they're really running away from somewhere, more just congregating.
Well, in that case, they're probably going to be congregating for quite some time. Especially if I saw that ice giants were getting involved. I'm starting to think the Stonebound Mountains might just be the better option here. We'd
Actually,
be able to make immediate progress.
along our way to Thrum's Arches, we met. He was the chief of the ice giants, right? Or was he just one of the village chiefs?
He was just a warrior.
Oh, just a warrior.
Yeah.
Hmm,
He was a survivor though, and was looking for revenge.
I see. Actually, we have a connection in Thrum's Arches. An ice giant warrior who we actually fought against while battling my brother. Perhaps I can. Yeah, perhaps I can cast magic to try and communicate with him.
Do you think he could convince the stone giants just let us pass?
Well,
They were
it's
the
worth
ones
a
with
shot.
the issue with us. It wasn't really the ice giants that had a problem with us, it was the stone giants. I don't know if they
The
have
giants
any...
have a bit of a caste system. It seems like the ice giants hold some sort of superiority to the stone giants. So perhaps with some sort of authority, we'd be able to pass by.
Suppose it's worth a shot.
Okay. Is there anything you want me to send to him specifically? If not, I'm just going to just do a short message asking what's currently happening around Thumb's Arches.
I mean, it would be nice to know, what's happening, if only from a purely curious point. But if we're trying to just move past, what they're up to doesn't really matter to us. What I'd ask him is if he can grant us access through here. If he can convince the stone giants to just let us pass unimpeded.
Very well. I'll go ahead and do that. What was his name again?
Dad.
I don't know, he's your friend.
Talk to God.
Oh, sorry.
Surely I got his name somewhere.
I think his name was Schmeckledorf?
Meckledorf?
The warrior?
Tholzaz.
Tholzaz.
Yeah.
Oh, you're well. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, here, I'll send this message. Tholzaz, hope you're well. This is a magic message. You think you can help us cross Drum's Arches? Stone giants won't let us.
I remember you. You fought well. This is giant business. If you value your life, I recommend you leave these lands. It's the time of the giants.
Oh God. I think your weird friend in the back of the class just told you not to come to school tomorrow.
Pretty much.
I think we should fucking get out of here.
wasn't anything good. He seemed friendly enough with us. It was almost like a cautionary message. Don't come towards the Eastland, time of the Giants. And we shouldn't go, we value our lives. I think this is a sign of mercy of some sort.
Well, I suppose that's all the more reason that we should start heading south instead of east. If we try to go through Thumb's Arches, I get the sense we will not be welcomed.
No, I 100% agree. Last time we got a foreboding message, it did not go well. So, I think. And besides, if we were to fight the entirety of the giant nation, I don't think any of us would survive.
I don't think I would go with you through Thumb's Arches if that was your direction.
No, I don't think so either. Okay. Helios is gonna inform the rest of the group of what Tholzaz told him and what Shauna told him as well. And on top of that, I'm going to suggest that perhaps we move through, if our destination is the Viola Grove, we can perhaps move through the edge of Baria Bay, or perhaps cut through stone. No, I recommend we go through the edge of Baria Bay, especially with the horses in tow.
Since we have the horses, it probably would be best. I still personally think the Stonebone Mountains would be quicker to pass through, but I don't think the horses would be able to make the trick.
If need be, I can dismiss my summoned horse, and we can polymorph Dolan if we really need to pass through the mountains instead.
I only suggest the mountains because even if you're just looking at the map, if we were to just even cut through right here, we'd be in the Viola Grove way sooner than we would be going this way. If we were trying to go to the temple on like the highest peak or whatever, then yeah, it probably would take longer, but if we're just cutting straight through in as much of a straight line as we can, we'd probably get through faster.
Yeah, it's really roundabout going through Baria Bay.
Now that the Stone Giants have left, I'm pretty sure both Baria Bay and the Stonebone Mountains will be significantly safer, but, you know, both probably still have their dangers that we're unaware of.
I agree. Then I think if we can dismiss Gwydion, then we'd have an easier travel using magical means, cutting through the Stonebone Mountain. I like that plan.
So long as you're comfortable with that, Ladan. I know you're quite attached to these horses.
What are we doing with Dolan then?
Dolan
He would need to be
polymorphed him.
polymorphed.
Yeah, I mean that's what we did when we passed through the Thundering Peaks.
I could also use the Dimension Door too, if I want to.
Actually, how many people can you ferry with that?
Just
One.
two. Myself
Well,
and one
yeah,
other.
yourself and then one other. That's what I meant.
It does let you go very far, though.
Can I
Yes.
polymorph it into a squirrel?
No.
Wait, isn't that what we did last time?
A rat, I think.
It was a mouse.
It was a bunny.
It was a rodent of some kind.
Yeah.
Now we're doing a squirrel.
If we're all in agreement with that, I suppose we should move out. Not really much point in waiting around here.
I agree.
Also, I know we're heading to the Viola
Can
Grove.
I proactively meditate?
Retroactively? What do you mean by that?
I mean, retroactively, like while we're having this
Because I
conversation.
need. Yeah, you're retroactively. I mean, yeah.
On what? I mean, you did your.
To get the flames of Castu on my thing. My staff.
Ah, I see. Yes.
Alright. Carry on.
Well, I wanted to bring up that we're heading to the Viola Grove, and then we're going to Vinish Grom, or at least down in that direction at the very least. Once we deal with the issue there, should we just keep heading south? Because it sounds like, from the message you got, these lands may not be safe for much longer.
Yeah, that was the plan actually. I wanted to head to Anchor Falls to deliver papers to my father.
Alright, sounds good.
Before we leave, I'd like to offer a group prayer type thing.
Okay.
Basically for inspiring a leader.
Where's my 10-minute speech?
I'm going to say in Sylvan, kind of in like in this like general area, like shouting or saying it out loud. Spirits of the land, armor us with your presence. Carry us to the fountain of power and give life to our souls. And then I'm going to go around tapping everybody. Wait, I can up to 6 people. Yeah, I can choose 6 people.
I lean over to Helios and I'm just like, what'd she say?
Just a prayer.
Oh,
He's
all
trying
right.
to give us some sort of morale boost.
You
Gotcha.
guys have heard Ladan speak Sylvan before, so you're aware she can't speak it. But what you just heard did not sound like Sylvan.
Oh, what?
It sounded more like the language she spoke when she spoke to the dragon.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
What sort of benefit do we get from this inspiring leader?
Everyone gets 11 temp HP
Let's go.
until the
damn.
next short rest.
Wait, next short rest, really? I thought temp HP lasted till a long rest.
Oh, I can redo this every short rest, but yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, temp HP lasts however long.
Gotcha. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh. Actually,
Speaking of,
no, what's up? Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
No, what? Okay, I'll go ahead.
Mine's progressing, so you go ahead.
Helios is gonna ponder a bit and then mention to the group. It seems like Saturn, as you guys know, was fighting the ice giants in Thrum's arches. I had no idea why, but maybe he knew something like this was going to happen. Some sort of confrontation of their people. And because of that, maybe he wanted to weaken their forces or something. That's a thought.
I don't know. I'm not. Hold on. Yeah, either way, I don't really like dawdling around, and especially for things that we don't know, and I don't like people being scared and that blocking our path when we shouldn't need to be. So if you want clarification, I can probably just talk to my god, and we'll know just here and now like what we should do.
The god.
Yeah, my god is pretty powerful, so they would probably be able to answer my questions. And I'm not afraid of any giants anyway.
Any help would be useful, I guess.
Okay, I want to do the suggestion that Hamsley had. I mean, my suggestion that Hamsley didn't remind me of. No, okay, so if you want clarification, my god is also not only powerful, but kind of greedy, so I can't do this more than once, and it's going to be like, you know, a one-time thing. So what should I clarify? Do you want to, would it put you more at ease to know exactly what the giants are up to, or would it put you, or would you rather just know? Because me, frankly, I couldn't care less what the giants are up to, but I would like to know how to get to our destination as fast as possible. But what do you think as a group we should be doing, or what should I ask? What would you like the most clarification on?
Yeah. Perhaps you could phrase it in a way that considers the giant. Like,
Do we need
what is the best
clarification?
possible path
That's
to build a group?
I feel it's kind of wasteful for a one-time thing.
I just brought it up, or once again, I just brought it up because I don't want this lingering thought to be a blocker in our path. I would rather get it out of the way if that's what it takes. It's not one time forever. It's just currently I can do it one time until I can do some more shopping. What do you mean by one of your gods? Well, I only have one god. And as far as I'm aware, I can only do this once. As long as I have the offering that the god wants. But yeah, it's up to you. We can keep moving forward, but I would rather this not be a worry.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like you to ask it, what's the best way forward towards Venishkan?
Okay, so the best way forward to...
Venishkan.
And what do you mean by best? Safest? Fastest?
Quickest and safest.
Quickest and safest?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna whip out my pack. And let me go to this thing.
What are you offering?
The thing I bought, let's see. Actually, I just realized a contradiction, but maybe it's not that problematic. Okay, so I'm going to whip out some incense again and like light it up. And then I'm going to take out like a jewel, like a cheap jewel or whatever that I have. Hey, let me DM Hemsley something.
What's up?
All right. Yeah, I'm going to take out this jewel, place it beside the incense, and then say,
Oh, you're good, dude. Don't worry about
okay. I will say, Dune, listen to my call, or listen to my prayer. Which path would be quickest and safest for me and my companions to take to get to our destination of Vinish Gom? And I like close my eyes and wait.
You see a vision of tall peaks. A beam of light through winding through the mountains and reaches the Viola Grove with great haste. Another line moves south, slowly, but uninterrupted and free-flowing, along the coast. The path through the mountain seems perilous, but ultimately faster. The coast will find far less resistance, but will be longer. There is no route that is both safe and quick. You pick safe or quick. Up to you.
All right, well, I'll pass along that information.
If we aren't expecting much resistance on the coast, perhaps we can just move as fast as we possibly can then.
On horseback, even.
Yeah, on horseback.
Frodo groans. Does this mean I have to be a horse?
Yes!
Uh.
Hmm. The distance is shorter, but that also incorporates perhaps monster battles, traversal of the area. But if it's less resistance and then we can go as fast as we can, it's gonna cost us a lot of movement, but I think if our objective is to get to Vinishgam safe and alive, then that's probably our best bet.
That we would not run into something.
At least the physical resistance would be a lot less. And on horseback too, we can cover a lot of ground.
It's about double the time, but if you'd like, we can do that.
I mean, I do prefer being near the ocean as terrain.
And I prefer less conflict.
And I prefer being a bear.
You're not a bear right now.
Yeah,
You
well,
changed that.
I could be. Pro changes into a bear.
Then the coastal path that is.
Alright. The party gathers their thing. They get the horses out from the makeshift stable in the back. Collect their belongings. And begin to head south. Along the coastline of Baria Bay. To the east of them, giants still pour down from the mountains, heading towards Thrum's Arches. and the storm rages ever. And that's where we'll end.
Let's go.
Wow.
Can't believe you guys brought upon the apocalypse. And then there's two apocalypses: a stone giant, ice giant, the giant apocalypse, and then the Ladan's gonna kill everyone apocalypse. Which one do you guys want to go for?
There's also the Venish Gom apocalypse. as Well,
There's 3 apocalypses. Oh my god. I should have asked about that that guy with the event with the divinity actually. Crap. Not really.
No, it's fun.
Maybe we'll loop around. Skip Venish Gom, go to the city, I'll do some more shopping, and then we figure out the best way to kill this thing.
Well, GG's, fellas.
GG.
Rohan.
Another
Rohan.
non-combat, but I think that's fine.
I like non-combat. It's safe, I don't die, you know?
Yeah. No Cytos are around to kill you.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
character stuff more.
when Sada's around, you die.
yeah, we have like no resources at all to like, even Venish Gom is like a bit of a gamble, but like a legion of giants, no fucking way we can like.
I have
do
a
anything
brilliant
about it.
idea, actually. We go to Venish
What's your
Gom,
idea?
we kill this thing, and then we build a city there.
No, we're not.
That's so
That's-
true.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Round
Yes.
2.
I can't wait.
Yeah, but okay, but if we build a city here, we're gonna have to defend it against a legion of fucking giants.
We have to kill them too. And kill Ladan.
And the weather kind of sucks.
And we got
And
to
the
get
weather is fucking terrible here.
Well,
We'll
actually,
fix the weather.
not around Venishcom. Actually, Venishcom is quite nice.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's why we built our
Venishcom's
city
quite
there.
nice.
No.
I don't know how exactly it'll go, but I was thinking of creating like a sort of nightly order that protects the portal.
Yeah, we don't need a city. We just need a base of operations. As more of anything, like a guild hall or something that we can work out of.
So basically, a city that we can build. Actually, think of it this way, right?
Yeah.
Between here on the map, between Anchorfall and Frockholm is fucking nothing. We in the center point would be a hub for trade routes through the mountains, through Anchorfall. It'd be the only safe route on foot that isn't by sea to Frockholm or to like the people down here or even more north. This would be like prime
So
fucking
basically,
real estate.
Terra.
Yeah, this would be prime real estate. That's all I'm saying. We have river access. We've got mountains over here. We got a straight shot to one of the more popular cities that has a port that's accessible right now instead of fucking frozen like the Ocean Gate is. I'm just saying. We have allies in Skavir.
It's right on a river.
I thought
That's
this
what I mean.
campaign was gonna be like Dragon Quest, but it's actually ReZero. It's fucked up.
We're about to turn it into fucking that time I got turned into a slime the minute we start building.
Can't believe
Hi,
you're gonna
what
die
were
and
you
get
looking at?
reincarnated,
Is it gonna be another
Helios.
Rambo translation?
Oh yeah, we need another Latin word for our town.
Or we
Ironically,
can
this time
translate
it won't
Grambled
be
into another
Grumble.
language.
It will not be Grumbled because Grumbled's in the party.
Yeah.
What's the
No.
Latin word for Cyto?
Oh, considering Sato's not a word, probably isn't one.
Call the city Cyto.
Dude, this is so fucked up. I feel like
What happened?
But
I feel so powerless.
Why?
You have your brother out there, giants out here trying to kill us, probably.
Yeah, there's just like so much shit. Just like I have no fucking idea how we're gonna face any of this.
Well, we're not gonna face the giants, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we're gonna
I just feel
pull.
like-
alone.
Mm-mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
who cares what they're doing? It's probably not important.
Yeah,
just gonna-
I-
yeah,
I-
we're
no,
gonna-
I bet it is very important. It is not our fucking business.
They were gonna pull a Mushoku Tensei and found out all this lore stuff, and then just ignore it and get married to some girl somewhere.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like we're just I feel like this campaign is moving towards the direction. It's like, okay, we're not gonna confront things head on anymore. Like, we're gonna build an army.
That's what
Wait till-
that's what I was hinting at. It's like,
Aren't we
collect
literally
allies.
going to the Vinishgrom to go head on against a celestial being
Yeah,
that fucking 1v1
that is one
us?
thing. Yes, we're gonna do that. But like the scope is like growing. It's like, oh fuck.
See, here's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought we were going to get to Frockholm, deliver the medicine, campaign over. I didn't realize it was gonna keep going. So I remember, Hamsley, you had been like, I want to run a shorter thing. And now, like, me as a player, I'm like, I don't know when this is supposed to end. I thought it ended when we delivered the medicine.
I mean, it's going for as long as we want. I got
Okay.
ideas.
Okay, I just remember you being like, yeah, we'll make it like a 20-session campaign thing instead of long form, was one of the things that you had pitched this as.
I thought Lady Silverall was gonna be like the big bad boss, but no, we got Saito.
Yeah, no, Saito was fucking more deadly. I was like, okay, now that we've dealt with this, it's over. No, it keeps going. I'm like, oh my god, this is the long haul.
I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, I'm totally fine with it too.
Okay.
I just that was just something because I was like, oh, we have all these grand plans, but I was like, wait, is this supposed to end at some point? Like,
Hamsley can never stop.
I'm just
We
glad
won't
we
let
need
him.
more Civ stuff.
Yeah, I
Zoom
think we
plays
just.
SimCity.
We
I wonder if
just
this
go
storm
for
is
as
being
long as we
caused
want.
by ice giants, actually. Would they be able to cause a winter storm? Or they're not powerful like Storm Giant to do that?
What is this? I actually
I mean, I
didn't
guess
see
it
this.
could be
There's
their
like,
god.
there's like a whole fortress over here. I didn't even see that before.
Well, maybe the ice giants have a god, too. That is like, and all the giant gods, the fire giant god, the ice giant god, storm giant god, they're getting together to like smite something. I don't know what would be bad out here. The Visham Gom thing, I guess.
According to Gogi, all their gods fucking abandoned them, so I don't
Yeah.
know about that one.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of what would be causing the ice storm. I can't think
Or
of
it might
anything
not be
besides
related
from
to them, 'cause it
I
might be
think that-
like
I
natural
think it's something up
phenomenon.
here. I think it's something up here causing it, like in this general vicinity.
Mount Varian.
Storm Mount.
Well, I don't know about right there, but just what is it, northeastward? I think is where the problem with the storm is.
Maybe it's in the snow flats because the snow flats kind of looks like there used to be something here, and like an ice nuclear warhead went off and just flattened everything.
Maybe it's there. Although if we had gone through that, we might have fucking died.
And then there's the mountain, the volcano. Probably fire giants there. All the giants are up here.
This is the
Oh, they
only
might be going
warm
south.
part.
What?
They might be moving south towards Storm's Arches.
True.
Or
Oh, I thought
maybe
you said
they're
the
all
giants were heading south.
Or maybe they're all congregating towards Ice Storm Mountains or Mount
Wait, we don't-
Varian.
The fact that they said that this is the time of the giants, I'm pretty sure they're gathering to go to face
war.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're rallying their forces for something. I'm wondering if they're trying to, like, just... Obviously, I know nothing about their motives, but they said these lands... You should leave these lands. Like, all of
Eastlands, I think.
Shivanral.
It's probably this whole region.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to take over all of Shivanral.
But why? Are giants like that? Are they colonists?
I don't know. This is See, this is the good part about a custom world, is that even though there are creatures I know of, that doesn't mean I know their, like, motives in Hamsley's world.
I feel like giants would just be like, I mean, this is my bias, but they wouldn't do something unless something forced them to. But maybe they will.
Well, I mean, normally, like, yeah, right? Like, that is how giants are. They don't really take over, like, large swaths of land, but maybe here, in this world... this is like their homeland or their late place of origin, so they like are defending it against a threat. I don't know.
I wonder if Saturn actually set them off and they're like, okay, humans have went too far.
They're
gonna
going
kill
to
all of
fucking
them.
anchor fall.
They might just be
man.
going to kill everyone that's not a giant because they're tired of getting slaughtered and getting. They might just be fed up with everyone at this point.
That
Or
would
I
be
feel like
very
maybe
funny.
well, that's like assuming like the giants are the good guys. Like, what if like Saturn is just like mindless,
drawing that?
cowardly slaughter, was like, yeah, this is like a pragmatic thing. Like they're gonna fucking kill us. Like they've been plotting this for like a long ass time. And like I gotta kill them. And it's like, oh, do I ally with my stupid stinky brother, or do I let the giants kill us?
Yeah, it could be one of those kind of plot lines where there's two sides, but neither one of them are black and white, good or evil. It's like, dang. So it makes it harder to decide which side to help. It's like they're not exactly good, but they're not exactly. Yeah, I don't know who to help here. Or you can just let them kill each other, and then you go to some other region and live there instead.
Yeah. Fuck off.
I
to Endor,
wonder-
Go chill with the cherry blossoms.
Because both Goliaths and Furbolgs are giant kin. So I wonder if, like, what is it? Puro's family went to Highstone. So I wonder if the giants are heading that way, if they will try to recruit Furbolgs and Goliaths as well.
So do we know for sure that they were heading to Thrum's Arches or just going through Thrum's Arches?
They were heading eastward past Thrum's Arches, was the direction they pointed. That was all Bjorn got out of that, because he wasn't talking to them and only could see what they were gesturing towards.
So if they're coming from
maybe somewhere around here. Because the hill giants were going north, right? And they were like around here. So they're probably heading somewhere up here. I assume the
maybe the
Giants are
Icethorn
heading
Mountains.
east towards somewhere here.
Maybe. Which means that there are probably fire giants, if there were any, heading this way. Did we just national treasure? Fucking like unlock the Da Vinci Code?
Yeah, we solved it, Hemsley. Sorry, you got to rewrite.
Maybe the Forbidden Mausoleum.
Oh shit.
Somewhere in here, the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, I mean, even if we guess it right, we don't know that. We could be wrong, we could
Yeah,
be
exactly.
right. Like, it's still a
I
mystery regardless.
love this speculation.
Yeah, it's fun when it means they're interested. If we were like, this is cool, okay, when's next session? Like,
This is cool. When do we level up? Are we leveled
yeah,
up?
XP, we get XP.
I mean, listen, even if you guys guess it right, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it too.
Also,
I'm not gonna rewrite a whole story just because they guessed it. It's like cool. They figured like cool.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. That means I gave the right hints. I gave enough information that it could be figured out. A mystery is no good if you can't figure out the answer.
Yeah, if the answer is you should have guessed this, then it probably wasn't very good mystery.
We could have ended up fighting Thulsaz when we were fighting Saturn. So maybe that would have given different plot or story revelations of the situation.
Yeah, you did instantly attack him without him being able to speak. So
I regret that. I regret that a lot. I'm sorry, Hamsley. I wish I gave you a chance to monologue.
Oh no, that's fine.
It's not a bad thing. That's
Yeah,
just
that's
the
how it went.
choice. Yeah.
Maybe
If anything, I think it was very in character for Helios, and if he does regret it because he missed information, then that means it was a learning experience for him.
Yeah. Maybe I just send a message to my sweet older brother.
Hey Saturn, sorry I zapped you really hard. What were you doing?
Fuck you, Helios.
Hey, now you've gotten. You've proved your
Helios
worth.
killed yourself. You serve zero purpose.